The Brethren of Chaos podcast.
Hello, welcome back.
You right, Steve?
To well, I haven't done an episode in fucking ages. What was the last episode, Simon?
No idea. We did it on something.
Yeah, it must have been something.
I didn't have a clue what it was.
I can't remember at all.
My first appearance.
And we have Tom here,
Yeah.
The
Big TH.
proprietor of the vault, the dungeon.
The dungeon.
Big TH on the
building.
on the podcast.
We've been planning on doing this for about fucking 6 weeks, haven't
I
we?
know. Yeah.
When do we get back now? Like end of January, early February.
Back for ages. And these are the notes you brought. It's like
6
squiggles.
sentences of notes over 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've been planning to do this, the Nepal special.
Mm.
I should class this as like season 2, shouldn't I? Start off season 2
Start
with
season 2.
the Nepal special.
Oh yeah, you're having seasons.
How many episodes have you done so far?
Oh, I don't know, it's like 50 something, isn't it?
50 episodes.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Fair play.
You're smashing them out.
Start season 2 then.
Yeah, here we
Is
go.
this the first of this year?
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
done?
yeah.
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah.
Okay, I've not done one in ages, have you?
Or did we do one right at the beginning of the year?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember when I've been on here. It's just a blur.
Don't even know you're on.
Yeah. I think I'm
Just-
dreaming.
Just talking
It's a
to me.
nightmare. That's what it is. A vicious nightmare. Night terror.
Fever dreams. Yeah, Si's back on. He's
Yeah.
a regular stooge.
I'm just sitting in for this one though. Not much. Just more of a listener.
A Carl Pilkington.
Yeah.
More of a slug in the background.
Yeah.
Slithering
On the
around.
wall.
So what have you been up to, Simon?
Oh, I've been doing nothing. Just been going to uni.
In the past 3 months, what have you done?
No, using
I don't know. Oh, went to Belgium.
Using Belgium.
Yeah, you've been Belgium, haven't
Yeah, I
you?
went to Belgium.
What was that funny story you said? You
Yeah.
got to tell us that.
In Bruges.
Oh, I was just telling Tom then
Yeah,
of the first night. Absolutely hammered. Went to bed and then woke up in the middle of the night randomly. And there was some girl telling me to get out of bed. I was like, what the fuck are you on about? And then like left and forgot all about it. And then the next day.
she was
She did live there.
She lived
and
there,
you were
yeah.
staying
And
there.
I just
she'd had
kept-
that. Yeah, she'd had
Yeah.
that bit in.
I just
You were
came
saying
in. Oh
with-
right, yeah, I did, yeah.
yeah, this sounds a
So
bit
I- so-
this sounds a bit weird
You were,
actually.
you were actually staying there. You didn't just like break in or something.
Yeah,
you were
no.
staying with another
It
friend.
was my friend's flatmate.
Yeah.
I got
And-
in her bed by accident.
In the middle of the night.
In Bruges, or
In
was
the-
this in Brussels?
in Bruges, yeah.
In Bruges.
In,
no,
he-
in Brussels.
in Brussels.
in hell for her.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even
Oh,
know where he
and
was.
she was in the bed when I got in. So I thought I got woke up in the middle of the night. It was just immediately after I got in.
You just
I
like
just passed out and then she woke me up like, get out of my bed.
so you must have been absolutely blitzed.
I was fucked, yeah. Wasn't good.
Who
It
the
ruined,
fuck-
it
who the
ruined
fuck's
the
this
rest
guy
of the
in my
holiday,
bed,
to be
yeah.
honest. I was badly hungover for the rest of it. But she laughed it off the next day, so
Ah,
it's
fair
happy
play.
days.
Good sport. Good sport.
An
Oh, yeah.
awkward laugh.
She's used to it. She must be used
Must
to
have
it.
happened before.
She's used to
Random Englishmen waking up in a bed.
Oh, not again. Fucking get out.
But yeah, that was good. Recommend that.
Yeah.
Expensive though, I was just telling Tom.
Brussels.
Mhm.
Brussels.
Yeah.
What about you? Been going to boxing, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I didn't go.
Smashing
The
that.
last few weeks I've not been.
Oh yeah, we went, didn't we? And
Yeah.
absolutely nearly threw up.
Hardest one we've done. Crazy.
You got to stay on it, haven't you?
Stay on top of it.
Yeah, 1 week out, even 1 week.
Just come down, Tom. The boxing.
I am horrifically unfit at the moment. So.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more the reason to come down.
That's why we're reaching out to you.
I do need it. Like,
I don't think there's any way to build up to go into that though.
no.
Yeah, I think
Because
you,
even if you did running, it's it's like it's cardio with other muscles.
I think like even if you are fit, you still just push yourself to your own limit.
Was
Oh,
it like
yeah, true.
well, like boxing or like more like conditioning?
Oh, it's like circuit, yeah.
Yeah,
Circuit, isn't it?
bag work and all
All
that.
that stuff we were doing in bloody with that fella.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Yeah, I felt
do
like
it
shit.
over there?
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
it over there. Yeah, I felt like,
Fucking nearly
felt like
dying.
shit. Yeah,
No oxygen.
Yeah,
in the
dead
mountains.
hot with loads of
yeah, it was
altitude.
horrible. Yeah. So I think about the altitude, man. I was like, no, you're just not working hard enough or something like that.
That's what.
Yeah,
That's what he was saying to
It
you.
was like every time I couldn't couldn't do something properly.
Yeah.
He's like, do 20 burpees.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just doing it wrong every time because I've never boxed before.
He was like doing it. He was like proper boot camp style. You know,
What
like
if you do something wrong? He tells you to do 20 burpees.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is obviously going to
Well, you're already dying.
Yeah.
make the next attempt at it probably
Even
even
worse.
Yeah.
put us through our paces.
And then he was giving like inspirational quotes in broken English, wasn't he? Like, I can't remember one now, but like ridiculously weird, like inspirational quotes you'd find on like a Tupac song or something.
Eye of the Liger.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
singing that, yeah.
You can do it. You can do it if you
You do
try
it.
hard enough.
Try hard.
It is all in the mind. It's not, mate.
It's not.
I'm pushing my body right now.
So yeah, Tom, what have you been up to since you've come back?
Not an awful lot. Working a lot.
Recovering.
Mentally recovering. Working quite a lot. Going to Austria at the end of this week.
Oh, is that where you're going?
I am, yeah.
Oh, what for?
Had a snowboarding.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Gonna come back with no knees.
Yeah, a couple of injuries.
Dislocated hip.
Got some winter sports insurance, so it should be alright in case,
Have you actually?
in case
Is
I
that you have
break
to
my
get?
neck. You have to get that, yeah. In case you like break your leg or something. 'Cause it must happen quite a lot, obviously, if you can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
you'll all be hungover.
'Cause obviously,
so
I
flying.
obviously can't snowboard, and obviously it's going to probably break my leg.
Well, how have the lessons gone?
Got a couple of
Chill
them, but I'm not
factor.
saying I'm exactly Sean White.
Wait, isn't snowboarding dead hard as well?
It's fairly
But
hard.
how are you even going to go down the slope? Got like 3 lessons at the chill factor.
I'll text you next week. I'll get it.
What, while you're in a hospital?
Yeah, just a picture of you.
On the plus side, the insurance covered it.
Yeah, yeah.
Got like an iron lung helping you breathe.
Yeah, it's in Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, she's in court.
She's in
isn't
a big. Well, she won actually.
She won, yeah. She
Big-
sued her for £1 or something, didn't she? Was it £1 for like to prove a
No, I
point?
was like loads.
What?
I thought it was £1. And
She caused some accident skiing or something, was it?
a doctor skied into her, but she said
Oh, he said it was.
he
her
said it was
fault.
the other way around.
Yeah, and then he found out it
I
wasn't
see.
anything. It wasn't
Yeah.
her fault.
Apparently, it was the other fella's fault.
Yeah, but he was weird though. I've seen some of the stuff, and he was like, part of it was like he couldn't go to wine tasting because of the injury.
Yeah, that's
And it's
weird,
like,
isn't
what?
it?
Oh
Couldn't
my
get-
god, you all right, mate? Fucking
Oh.
can't go to wine tasting.
World's smallest violin.
yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah, fucking get a grip.
You know, you're like rich in it.
yeah. I
Hurt
think
yourself
he was a
skiing.
That's his hobby that he
Gwyneth
can't
Paltrow
do.
hurt your skiing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't go to wine tasting.
Must have been some fancy resort, that mustn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I think he was a doctor, is what it was. He was a doctor or something.
What was
trying
he?
to get famous
Yeah,
or something. He claimed to fame.
Doctor of fucking fraud.
I think he sued her for like 300 grand or something. I'm sure she sued him for £1 just to like clear her name.
Oh, just like as a
Just as like
fuck you kind of
obviously
thing.
she doesn't need the money, does
Sue
she?
for sue him for a rupee.
It was
Some
something.
skis.
It was something like derisory just to prove a point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I
she
get
won
you.
anyway, so fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't happen. Hopefully. Touch wood.
Smash into Gwyneth Paltrow.
Plastic that.
Yeah,
Touch wood.
Such some NDF.
How long is it, a festival?
It's like
Snow bombing.
like 8 days or something. Yeah.
8 days?
Yeah,
8 days in hospital.
Jesus Christ. 8 days of hell.
See how that goes.
Get your sun cream packed.
Yeah, apart from that though, it's been chilling. Nothing.
That'd be sick, that.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, but it was just the prices.
Yeah,
It's
a
crazy
bit of a
expensive to
steep
go there,
end,
innit?
Mm.
Can't be
Yeah.
doing that.
Mm.
And it's like the end of my uni, so just
Yeah.
fuck off skiing for 8
Busy
days.
in a minute. Yeah, but yeah, that'll be alright. Hopefully,
I was going to tell you, you need to keep the mic
closer to me.
close to you. Lying on the
back.
floor there.
Sorry, I'm a novice at this podcasting, Mark.
What does Joe Rogan say? Fist away.
Fist away.
You're
from
like
the-
Joey
fist-
Diaz.
Fist
You
away
have to
from the
keep
mic.
telling him to go up to the mic.
Joey, stay on the mic. You should talk like him as well.
Diaz.
I'll tell you what, Austria. Oh, wait. What have you been up to? Stay anything?
Nothing. Just back into the usual training, playing.
The swing.
Just yeah, straight back into the swing of it.
Lovely.
Got any gigs on since?
Yeah, I played Cheshire Cheese. It was funny.
What?
The pub Cheshire Cheese in Warrington.
a pub, yeah.
Oh, it's fucking class.
Is
It's
it?
so good
Wait,
there.
Is
Cheshire
that the
cheese.
one?
That's where you came?
It's
Is
it's
it? Yeah.
dead old as well.
Yeah,
It's just, the sound of it is like it's a modern bar, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Cheshire
yeah.
Cheese.
Cheshire
like it's a joke.
Cheese.
No, but it's just like, actually really
Dead
old.
old pub, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, where was it? Chapel House.
Chapel House.
Yeah.
I've heard of that actually.
In Burton Wood.
Oh, yeah, Burton Wood.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah.
It's just like a generic pub. It was a laugh for that. That was
Somewhere-
like
somewhere new.
the giggles were initiated
Giggles,
after that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Silliness.
I felt dizzy driving home.
I felt sick.
Get me home. No, I've been ill actually, haven't I? I've been ill for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you said actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
isn't that why you didn't do this?
You
Yeah,
did it
yeah.
last Tuesday, weren't
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was saying, spent 2 months in a place with zero hygiene,
Yeah.
health and safety. I didn't get ill once.
Diphtheria risks and recommended jabs that
Yeah.
we didn't get.
And then I come back here, fucking straight off the bat ill,
Yeah.
nearly
On
dying.
your
I went,
deathbed.
I went deaf.
Did you? Yeah.
My ears like fully blocked. Honestly, my ears went fully blocked. I woke up in the middle of the night like my ears were blocked. Like couldn't hear a thing. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And it was killing. I went down. I watched. I couldn't go back to sleep as well, so I was like watching something. Obviously, I couldn't hear it as well. So I was like sat staring at the TV all
Subtitles
night.
on,
Yeah.
Horrific.
So actually, it was a Jim Morrison documentary.
Oh yeah, I think I've
Doors.
seen that actually. Yeah, the one where
Couldn't even listen to them play it.
So you watched it when you couldn't see.
yeah, yeah. Just with the headphones in. Yeah. I did, yeah.
Take out a sense.
So should we jump in?
Yeah, where do you want to start?
Flying. So
You got there a lot before me, so you should start. Yeah.
should I? Do you want to start?
I'll
Do
start.
you want to introduce?
You need to tell them what you're talking about.
So Nepal.
Mm.
So I did drop it on the podcast, didn't I? That was going. I think. Did I, Simon?
Fucking don't ask me. I don't know.
Yeah. So when did I go? I got there like first week of January, wasn't it, or the second week?
Is it the 18th or something?
I think it was the 14th. I think.
Did that? What's that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got there the 13th.
13th.
Got me calendar. Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, Friday. That was it. Yeah, flying on Friday the
That was a
13th.
good move, wasn't it?
That's straight to
Good job I
fucking-
didn't crash. Oh, actually, this is
Almost in that fucking.
quite a
Almost did.
funny point to start with, that isn't it? The flight from Kathmandu to Pokhara that went down
Yeah.
like the week before you went, and like the week after.
Yeah, yeah.
It's right in the middle. so
Like people listening will know that, won't they? It was on the news, wasn't
It's
it?
all over the news. Yeah.
Fucking loads. Shouldn't be laughing about that.
I was weighing up getting that flight on the
Yeah, no,
second
yeah.
week, because I was like, the track record's too bad in it. Like, I
Can't be doing
just
that.
have to take the 8-hour drive.
So
So
I-
what you did
8-hour
Yeah,
drive.
yeah.
from
to
Pokhara
avoid
Kathmandu.
the flight.
The flight was half an hour, but the track record's just shambolic.
Why is it? Because a weird patch of air or something.
don't know.
I think
them up
Oh
as
no,
you
no,
fly
it's
in.
dodgy planes.
yeah, it's because all the planes are like fucking second-hand handovers from India.
Oh, is it?
Like so Indian stuff's shit anyway.
They're not
No,
allowed-
but is the land?
they're not allowed
Or it
to-
just fucks up.
They're not allowed to fly in like any
Yeah,
EU country. 'cause it's-
I think they're just shit. They're just
Yeah.
like the
Falling
engineering.
apart,
That yeah,
basically.
yeah, and even it's shit for India.
yeah. And
So
the
they
people who
handle it.
check,
they get rid
the
of it.
people who check the planes, I don't think they particularly do
yeah.
a good job of
They
it.
don't even check. That isn't a job.
Planes checking them.
Yeah. Quite a few of them have crashed since like
Well, have you seen the
Oh,
video?
10 years or
The
whatever.
video that came out recently of the guy that was on that flight.
What?
Someone recorded it.
As it crashes.
Yeah, it's
Oh
crashing.
my
So
god,
Like,
that's
he's just like,
brutal.
they're just like looking out the window, like it's not like filming out the window, and it's like
Oh my
obviously
god.
you can't see anything. Then it's just like fucking.
hello TikTok.
The music starts
Oh,
playing.
Did they
Game
all,
over.
They didn't all die, did they?
Yeah, I think they did.
Oh, they just found it. I thought you said. Oh, I don't know.
I think a
It
lot.
might just be
Yeah.
another.
Most of them probably
time,
did,
yeah, I
I suppose,
don't know.
didn't they? I don't know.
Oh no, I don't know actually. Don't quote me on that. Maybe someone.
I don't know.
Just-
Maybe they might have just found his phone.
Wouldn't have liked to been on it, I'll say that much.
That would have ruined your holiday a bit, wouldn't it? Crashing straight into Nepal,
Yeah.
coming hot.
Yeah.
So I flew Friday 13th straight into Kathmandu. My plan was like 2 weeks there. Oh no, it was. Yeah, I was doing 2 weeks there and then going to Pokhara. But you were meeting me 1 week in, weren't you?
Kathmandu.
Yeah. And like, by the first week in Kathmandu, I was like done.
Mm.
I was messaging you, as I say. Like, what should I do?
Yeah, you were like saying I was going to come home when I did. weren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I was going to cut me trip short and come back with you.
Then you change your mind by the looks of things.
I think what it is like Kathmandu is that crazy. Like, I was going to chill, to just like do a bit of boxing,
Can't chill.
go to a cafe, just like, but you can't at all, can't you? And everybody's crazy, so you can't even like chill with anybody as well.
Everyone's crazy.
It's just, I can't put it into words.
Why are they crazy?
There's a lot going on.
There's just
I'll
too
say
much
that,
going
yeah.
on.
Bit of an assault on the senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looked
Just like
fucking mental.
just like there's the best thing I could probably compare it to. I've never been to India, but it's like quite a lot of big Indian cities.
Yeah,
isn't it, where
yeah.
there's just people everywhere, roads
Which
non-existent,
basically, isn't
no,
it?
no traffic lights, no like
beeping horns.
electricity
constantly.
cutting out and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah. Everything's fast paced. You
Yeah.
can't get a quiet like bit anywhere, can't you?
I've had an occasional rooftop
Yeah.
bar, can't you? Where there's quite a bit of peace, but then someone will come up and offer you like some daft.
Oh, they'll disturb
Do you
you.
want to buy do you want to buy something like weird?
Don't buy a fucking pan.
Yeah,
Don't buy a rug.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was there for a week, and I was doing. I did a bit of like boxing and stuff like that, but I was maxed out within that week. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't do anything else. I can't bother going into the city because it's that like fucking full on. So I was like, oh, what do I do? And then Tom appeared and saved me.
Popped up.
Tom flew in.
Yeah, I guess when you don't have like anyone with you, you
Yeah,
can't
that's,
even just go and like
Stir crazy.
wander around, can you? Because you're just like, oh. fucking-
that's what I think. You definitely have to go with people.
What got to me, I think, was the a lot of the people we met spoke fairly good English. To be fair,
Yeah.
but
Do you think?
it's something better.
Yeah,
than
you
us.
could. Yeah, you could talk to him. Like,
But when I noticed when I met you'd sort of like, of course, like you were back to like GCSE level English. You were like,
Oh, yeah, me-
slowing down
yeah,
speaking.
even my accent changed, didn't it?
Your accent changed,
Yeah.
and then you were speaking in like half the pace of what you usually would, and stuff like
No,
that.
I felt that myself, and like I couldn't stop doing it after a point when I was talking to people. But they literally just couldn't understand.
Yeah,
If I didn't do
Well,
that,
you have to do that, don't you?
yeah, they wouldn't understand
they
at
didn't
all.
understand the word I was saying
No,
for the
no.
full 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, but people from the next town don't understand what you're saying, Tom.
People saying you were
It's like you're
Irish.
mumbling too much. It's like, I know, I can't help it. Sorry. Sorry.
It's like, all right, mate, how's it going? You're right, mate. You're right.
So you're speaking too fast, Tom.
Blowing everyone's head off.
Sorry.
So I spent the first week there. It was spent just over a week, and the only thing I really did of outstanding to mention before Tom came, because I was just chilling at that Chandagiri Hills,
The cable cart one.
the cable car
Yeah.
right up, and that's like fucking 2,000 meters high as well.
Yeah.
If you look on the vlog, I should say I did the vlog. Did the vlog on YouTube, you can see the whole thing. But that's on that. And I went with Rashila, the desk,
Yeah.
the girl at the desk. She took me. That was pretty good. But that was like ridiculous. You know what was funny seeing that is like when you look in the distance, there's like white like clouds.
Mm.
But then you look closer and they're not clouds. They're actually like the top of the Himalayas. You know, in like
Oh,
the
just like chilling there.
in the horizon,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think it's clouds, and it's the fucking mountains. Yeah, so I did that. What else was there? Oh, I was seeing Ram,
Ram.
famous Ram, who
What a guy.
worked in the hotel Truly Asia boutique.
Legend.
We were going out in the mornings because that's when he was free on his motorbike,
Yeah.
flying around
Yeah.
the city. Like we were going to like all sorts of like non-tourist places.
Mm.
Mm.
But then you turned up. When did you turn up, Tom?
I
The
forget now.
23rd.
23rd of February?
23rd of January.
23rd of January it was, wasn't it?
Flew straight in.
Yeah.
Drove straight in.
Slowly, and actually I missed a flight, didn't I?
Oh,
from,
that was it. Yeah, yeah.
Dubai. Well, I didn't miss a flight. Emirates missed a flight. They owe me £100 as well. Lost them.
So you were going from
That's right.
Manchester to Dubai.
Yeah, that was fine.
That was fine.
Well, no, it wasn't fine. But the problem was that because that left late, I missed the second flight.
Yeah.
That flight arrived, but it arrived 3 hours late, which meant I missed the other flight. From,
Fucking hell, 3 hours?
yeah, they were de-icing the wings. De-icing the
What, where did it
wings.
just come from?
Paris, I think they said. Yeah, it just got there and it was
Well, as a ball of ice.
froze. It was a ball of ice.
Rolling in down the road.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, there's going to be a short delay, so that turned out to
Short
be
delay.
3
Short,
hours.
just 3 hours.
So left there 3 hours and then got to had murder at Dubai airport because it's massive and it was on
Yeah,
a different
yeah.
terminal, so that all was chaos. And then
It's horrible there. Isn't it?
everyone on my flight was from like Manchester. To be fair, I don't think everyone was white. To be honest,
Yeah.
they were all like dolled up. The rollers in.
Oh, what
God.
the
Rollers
hell?
in, ready to go.
We're
And
going
What?
to Dubai.
yeah, they all go
To Dubai? Oh, I thought you
went
meant
to
to Nepal.
Oh no, the flight from Dubai to Nepal that was pretty hilarious. Like there was fucking kids everywhere running up and down the aisle.
What?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Flying around.
kicking the back of my seat. It was not fun. Fortunately, I got there on the same day because there was a flight leaving half an hour after I got there, and I didn't feel like we were just going to like run now, right now.
Sprint.
Then draw me this ticket up, and it's like you get here right now, and you can make this flight. I had to nearly miss that one as well.
Stretching your hamstrings. Wait a
This is a
second.
good like sign of
Ni-
how your holidays
Yeah.
go. Starting off like this.
Nearly missed that. I thought all me luggage I thought was going to get stuck in Dubai because obviously the flight was different. But somehow it got rerouted and they did a good job. To be fair, can't complain with Emirates on
Turn
that
that
one.
around so quick.
I had no
Really?
idea. They did it in half an hour when I got on that flight.
So if you hadn't have got that flight,
I'd have been stuck there all night, and then I would have had to fly the day after.
That's
a
annoying.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
You don't want that.
No, and what would have been worse was I had my hand luggage with like phone charger, book, and like nothing in it. I would have been in the same clothes. They put you up in a hotel, like, and they paid.
Oh,
for
but you
it.
didn't have any. Oh,
But
yeah.
I would have been. I was in like
No clothes.
I was in a fleece and like jeans, and it was like
In Dubai.
35 degrees in Dubai. I was like, walking around,
Sweating.
sweating me head off. But yeah, fortunately that didn't happen. But yeah.
And then you flew straight into Kathmandu.
Kathmandu, got there about 8-9 o'clock. It was dark when I got there.
Yeah, it was
wasn't
late, yeah,
it was
yeah,
quite
yeah.
late. And then got a little tuk fella to take me to the hotel.
Yeah, what did it hit you straight away?
Yeah, immediately. Yeah, there's like 20 people as soon as I got out the airport. Like, do you want a SIM card? Do you want this? Do you want that?
SIM card?
And I bought a SIM card. It was like $6 for like 50 gig a day or something daft like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it lasted you the whole time,
Yeah,
didn't
that's
it?
a full time. Yeah. Encel.
It's not bad, to be fair.
No, it's belty. Yeah, best
Good
you
idea.
get better internet you get over here.
It's
Yeah.
actually.
Genuinely, yeah.
You're in the mountains.
Yeah,
getting
you
5G.
get 5G in the mountains. Yeah, you can't even
Fucking
get,
in the Himalayas.
can't even get 5G around here.
Yeah, no, yeah. Can hear.
Fucking water level. You can't even get it.
Water level.
Yeah. Well, we didn't do much. We went to a couple of bars the first night, I think, didn't we?
Yeah.
A little wanderabout.
Yeah, that was it. You flew in, didn't you, on the first night, and we went out, didn't we?
Lashed my bag in and went to that
Straight out.
Sam's bar.
Oh, yeah.
Met some local lunatics, didn't we?
Oh, who was the
The son of the owner of Lloyd's TSB or
Yeah.
something like that. He was telling us. But then I thought he was chatting shit, but when I googled it, it was like they've got a massive link to Nepal. Like there's a lot of stuff going on.
You
in
seemed
Nepal.
rich as well.
Oh yeah, he's mega rich. He lived in. He went to LSE in
The
London.
first person you meet.
Yeah, genuinely first person.
Oh, you know, actually, I should mention, on the day you were flying, I had a meal with these Malaysian people who came. Did I tell you about that?
The monks weren't they?
Yeah, these Malaysian monks came who were like friends with the owner of the hotel, and they invited me to come because I was sat at the bar at the hotel, like talking to them. So they invited me to come in the meal. But like some of them were like linked to like the Malaysian government. They were like fucking minted, like millionaires. It was,
Like,
like
you could
sat-
just tell they were like,
yeah, you
dead
could,
rich.
yeah. But and they were like, I don't know what. They probably got all the fucking fingers in all sorts of
Yeah.
pies, haven't they? Them types of people in them governments.
Who's that guy who's telling us about that? He said he wanted to take us to some guy's restaurant. That chef,
yeah, yeah.
Master Chef.
Yeah. Like a famous master chef. That was on that night, wasn't it? When we went out the
Same
first night. This other guy said, some guy won Master Chef, wasn't it?
Yeah, I forgot his name now.
He's like a Nepali guy.
Yeah, he's got a restaurant over here. I want to take you two down for like a tasting menu or something.
oh,
He said he'd pay for it and everything, didn't he?
why did you not end up going?
Ah, fuck it, I don't.
we got out there.
Yeah.
We got out of there.
Get out of there. But that Sam's Bar was so good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's cool in there. Yeah,
That's right in the centre of like Kathmandu, right where the bars are. They've got like a fire pit.
yeah. You get
It's on a roof, isn't it? It's a
loads
roof
of,
bar.
Tourists. It's probably like if you're looking to try and meet some like, I suppose, foreign,
White people.
white people.
Oh, is that where the first
That's
stop
where you
they all
seem
go
to
there?
find more of them than anywhere
Yeah.
else.
There's a good vibe in there though.
Yeah, there's people from everywhere, though, weren't there? We got
Yeah.
the guy who owned that massive club there, didn't we? As
Elodie.
well? Is it? Yeah, it's a massive club. It's like
Yeah.
52 rated best club in
Biggest club in the
or
world,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It is mad when you look at the videos of it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and you
it's
didn't go
massive.
there? Oh, but you
We-
met all these people on the first night.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
go to any of them.
Genuinely, the
You could have
first
gone to a
night.
Master Chef restaurant and a
Big-
massive rave in
Yeah,
some
yeah.
club.
we flapped the nightclub, didn't we?
Yeah, I
but
couldn't handle that.
First
I
night in,
couldn't-
though, it's a bit
From-
much in it.
I think it just would have sent me insane being in there. Like,
I felt I was blitzed
Mm.
that first night as well. You know, I think the alcohol hits you hard. You know, because there's no
the
altitude.
altitude, yeah.
And the drinks. We should
Was that-
mention about the
The
drinks.
Gurkha Strong, like 6.5%,
Yeah.
like pint and a half bottles.
That was like the low. If you couldn't just have a little drink, couldn't you?
No, you get the biggest, like smallest glass you could get was like a pint and a half.
Yeah, and they're all like 6-7%.
I
I guess he meant to like split it.
Yeah,
That's what-
well, that's what I found out
We
afterwards.
found that out.
After Tom left,
found that out.
you're supposed to buy the bottles and share it between
That
two.
makes sense.
We were buying one each.
You buy two
fucking
each.
down and
But I didn't trust the, like, I was a bit paranoid about the glasses, you know,
Yeah,
like not washing
yeah.
the glasses properly. And I thought I was better off in a bottle. But then Dev from the hotel explained to us later on that you're better off actually
having the
putting
bottle.
it into
Having
the
the
glass
glass.
because the bottles are worse.
Because
the bottles are worse than the glass.
the bottles
How's
are
that?
most of the bottles are recycled
Yeah.
as well.
So if you
Also, it's all just
buy a
like-
bottle of Sprite, it's like got scratches and cuts and dents in it. Like
Oh, really?
it's been used before.
Oh,
which is
yeah.
Yeah, they're saving the environment, them over there.
pretty good at that.
Good on them.
Yeah, green economy.
Yeah.
Not saving your insides though.
Probably
Oh,
not.
don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
we didn't get it. I got food
Yeah.
poisoning once.
Oh yeah,
didn't
we'll
I?
come to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think for the most part, it's probably the healthiest diet I've been on. Actually,
Oh, that was yeah.
Curries.
The healthiest I felt as well.
Dal bat. You probably get 5 a day in your dal bat, don't you? You're
Easy,
eating,
yeah. All fresh.
fresh rice. You got probably covers every food group, doesn't it? Every
Yeah,
meal you
yeah.
eat over there.
So dal bat's like their main meal, which is dal is dal,
Yeah, it's like
and
lentils and curry and
vegetables.
usually like some form of chicken or
Yeah.
they don't eat beef because it's like sacred. Don't they?
Yeah,
So
it's the-
usually chicken and
And buffalo.
buffalo and chicken.
We
Yeah,
had that.
Buffalo.
and then you get like
Loads of rice.
cauliflower.
Oh, yeah,
what
like-
do you call it now?
it's like-
Aloe gobi, is it? Aloe gobi,
Like pickled.
like pickled cauliflower.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's good. It is actually
I
really good.
I could eat that every day.
Well, it's just the best food, isn't it? Like,
The guide we had, he was like, I only eat dal bat. He's like, I eat this
all
3
I eat.
times
Yeah.
a day. He was in this tea house and he's like, what do you want? He's like, do you want to mix it up? He's like, no, dal bat again.
Dal bat again.
And he had like six rounds of that in 2 days.
6 bash.
And the way
filled up.
they do it is with dal bat, they keep refilling it as long as you're still eating it. So realistically, if you was hungry enough, you could have 20 plates of that, and they'd be
Yeah,
forced to
yeah.
keep.
Well, they just
keep
keep-
fill-
It's like an all-you-can-eat type thing, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like a culture
Well,
thing.
you just
where
pay
they-
once.
You
Yeah.
pay once and they just keep refilling it because it's
Yeah, that's good,
only
innit?
with dal bat, but you can only eat most I did was I think 2.5 plates,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
Was it spicy?
Some of it.
Sometimes.
So it's
Sometimes.
dead cheap to make that, innit? 'Cause it's just fucking
Oh,
like
yeah.
lentils, pretty
Just
much.
fresh
It's
veg
dead
and
easy.
rice and lentils.
Some were better than others. Like we had one in Tier 1 that was very good, didn't we?
Oh, that was the best one I've had. That
freshly slaughtered chicken from
outside.
20 metres away. Yeah, that was
Not
very
even
good.
outside.
Yeah, that was really
behind
good.
the bar.
But then we had that semi-dodgy one in the tea house to get me food poisoning.
Oh dear.
I knew at the time that was coming, because it didn't.
You could feel
didn't
it.
taste the best.
But
And
the
I'm
thing is, though, I had that. I had the same as you,
Yeah.
and I didn't get it.
Yeah, but
more
maybe
accustomed
you
to
had
it.
an extra week.
Yeah,
Maybe you're more
I've gone.
accustomed to
Yeah,
the diet, yeah.
grown accustomed
Yeah.
to the E. coli, dysentery. Got it all flowing through me.
I was alright. It was about 2 days I was out of it. I was alright.
Yeah, but so you spent, I think it was 4 days in Kathmandu, didn't you?
Yeah.
And that was crazy enough for you,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
enough.
That'll do, mate.
All we were doing was like mooching around, wasn't we? We went to the gym once,
Mm.
and you were saying that before, weren't you?
Yeah,
We
to boxing gym and got
just fucking
absolutely
killed us
blasted
off.
by some unit.
Did you not go again after that?
No,
Oh, I guess
I
you're
didn't.
there 4 days though, weren't you? So can't be going
Yeah.
every day, can you?
I couldn't be asked going back anyway.
It's
It was-
too much.
saying all
Fucking-
these like inspirational quotes to
That's so
get me to
funny,
work
that.
harder.
It was like a full blast.
Come on, you English bitch.
Yeah, it's like, I think he was just doing it to just wind me up.
Yeah.
20 burpees
He
right
probably
now.
was, yeah. I just saw you
20
two come in and
burpees.
was like, oh,
Here we go.
Had you already been?
Yeah, I already been a few times,
Ah.
yeah. But it was like, the way he was doing it was like boot camp style.
Yeah.
You know where it's like,
yeah, proper intense.
yeah, it's just like pushing you to
Punishing
your limit.
you.
Yeah.
Different tactic. It was like basically as far as you can physically go.
Yeah.
Right? And then when you get to that point, he's like 20 burpees on top of that.
Were you sick?
No. Well, I don't think I was far off being sick. Like,
Yeah,
I was,
you were on the edge.
I was like, mate, I'm not doing any more here, mate. I've had
Did you
enough.
just stop?
I can't do any more, mate.
How much is it?
I don't know.
No idea.
Oh, that was like a private session, but it was, we paid twice, didn't we, for each one? I mean,
Yeah.
what was it? Like over here, private session was like 30 quid. And for 2 people, or I think we paid like 7 quid each.
Mm.
So that guy charged 15, 14 quid.
About an hour
For
and a
a
half, 2 hours
yeah.
as well. It was a decent gym as well, actually.
Yeah.
You went to a different one
That's
in Polka, didn't you? That wasn't the boxing gym, though, was it? Was that a regular gym?
Yeah, the regular gym,
I
yeah.
sacked that off. I went for a wander.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That's enough for you.
Got myself a burger. So.
So we went to the boxing after a few days of absolute chaos in Kathmandu, mooching around,
Yeah, all right.
going into tea houses. What was that laughing tea house one?
Oh, God. Laughing Centre, something like
Yeah,
that.
laughing centre, but it's spelt different. It's not like the word are laughing. It
Oh, so
must-
it's not actually called laughing.
but if you read it,
It's laughing.
it says laughing,
Ah, okay,
and we're fucking sat there like
Giggling your heads
giggling
off.
our heads. This is the place to be.
That's where we met that. There was this absolute lunatic from, God, he was from like round the corner who spoke
Yeah, he just-
fluent Chinese, fluent Nepali,
Was it French or
fluent
German?
English, dog like decent bit of French, and then started trying to speak German to me. I was like, I'm not German.
He just appeared as well,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
he?
And then he was like, He took me into an art gallery. That's when you slept in one day because you're feeling a bit, don't know, you're tired or whatever.
Was I
weren't you?
hungover?
Can't remember. And I went for a wander in the afternoon, and I got dragged into this fella's like art gallery. He's like, come into my friend's art gallery, and I'm
Mandelas and everything.
I'm only like what 5'10" or something, and I couldn't fit inside this place. I was
tiny.
It was tiny. The ceiling must have been about 5'6". I was crouching around.
Full of
What, were they all just fine?
No,
Are they all
yeah,
small?
they're all fine.
Are they all
What was like the artwork like?
Belter, but he said I've drawn this by hand, and I was like, no, you've not, because there's 50 more of them on the street outside.
Yeah,
they're all
yeah.
the same. You know.
I think they're all printed, aren't they?
Printed. He was like, I've drawn this by hand. I said, no, you didn't.
You're lying.
He's like, do you want to take something home for your family? And I was like, I can't fit it in my case. And I was like, it's like 200 quid. I'm not paying 200 quid. It's a print.
Big printed artwork.
Massive.
It's about 20 of them in there, yeah. And he was like, and I can take you somewhere else. Like, do you want any shoes or something like that? He took me to this guy selling shoes. And then eventually he was like, do you want hashish? And I was like, yeah.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, go on. Now you've got my
Now
interest.
you've got something worthwhile.
That's how he gets you.
Piqued my interest, mate.
Buffers you up with the shoes and then sneaks in the hashish.
Yeah, and ended up having a cup of tea with the Chinese fellow in his, well, the Tibetan technically, aren't they? But often they speak, that's where they probably learn Chinese. But he was on the phone speaking fluent Chinese, Mandarin. I don't know what type of Chinese he was speaking. I can't recognise different dialects of Chinese. But and then he'd jump into like fluent English with me, speak Nepali to his mate.
What was the bit when he said about like the jungle banana or something?
Mountain banana.
Mountain banana.
He said he's got a girlfriend. He said he's got a wife from London. He's like, oh, she loves my mountain banana. I was like, you're
that was like within like a few minutes of meeting him.
Straight in.
You're insane. You like.
No, that's the kind of people you want. Though.
That's when you were still there in the morning. But that's what's funny. We met him in the morning at like. Must have been about 7:30 in the morning.
It was at sunrise. We went out at sunrise with Ram. He took us out to like the tea house.
I somehow bumped into this fella
like
6 hours later when I was just having a wander.
He was waiting for you.
It's like my friend. He come and meet you. He has hashish. He's like 80, at least 80. This fella.
Fucking relic.
Yeah, he's an artifact of a man. They pulled out this massive block and like, this is 5,000 rupees or whatever. I was like, fucking hell, mate, how much is it? Like 50 grams? You want 50 grams? I was like, mate, I'm here for 2 weeks. Like, oh yeah, you and a couple of friends will smoke that in 2 weeks. Like 50 grams, mate. Did you figure that? Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa.
Fry your brain.
Yeah, so I need give me like 5 grams or so. It's like, oh no, I never do that amount. I was like, well, mate, I don't need any more than that because I can't be walking around with like
big brick
of that, mate. So. He's like, oh, go on then. In the end, he slivered a bod and then he slivered off, and then his mate was asking me, did I want any hallucinogenic honey? That was the next one. Johnson, if I had any hallucinogenic honey. Yeah. This was about 10:30 in the morning.
This is still in the morning. Yeah. I'm asleep in my room.
Steve's asleep. And then
Tom's getting drugged at art shows.
and then it was probably best hash you probably had in my life.
The purest.
At that point, I just thought, I've got to get myself out of this situation. It's get a bit weird here.
Once his mountain banana came out, you had to go.
This morning's getting a bit hard.
It's getting a bit too much for this. And paid for a cup of tea with this fella, and then got off, and then found you, and you look. I was like, you wouldn't believe the morning I've had this.
What the fuck? That sums Kathmandu, doesn't it?
It's about a 3 hour difference, and there's so many people. Obviously, I probably stood out because I was white or whatever, but there's so many people in that city, but we kept running into the same people.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like they just appear out of nowhere. Like they just.
Well, you're not just in the same area though. That's why
we were, but this fella didn't live there. He lived somewhere else.
Yeah, we kept them bumping into him.
Oh really?
I think like the way Kathmandu's set up is like there's no order at all, isn't there?
There's no traffic lights.
Everybody's just like
no roads, no
fucking people flying
there's
everywhere.
not really much order.
Yeah. I don't think there's any like council regulations or anything.
No, it's on anything. Electricity and fire and stuff like that. I don't think they
exist.
It's
just a big free for all.
Yeah.
And like
that's quite cool in some ways though. Like you just do what you want, but
anything goes.
But in a lot of ways, people probably get away with some dodgy stuff. Like
some naughty
you don't
stuff.
have seatbelts, do they? No cars had seatbelts.
Yeah, well, you can't even get fast enough to.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, it was that
really,
part you couldn't. I didn't see any crashes there.
No,
despite like I'm not exaggerating. Like literally no rules on the road.
Yeah, it's just free.
Like
just do whatever you can.
Yeah,
Innit?
like no exaggeration. There's like you just turn and pull in anywhere, pull out for anybody, go anywhere. No any side of the road, anything.
Does it just constantly beep your horn?
Yeah,
and make your way through?
That's it. Yeah,
the beeping's not like to shout to someone that's like warning people, like the beepers.
Yeah.
It's more like you are constantly beeping.
Just go.
Yeah, like if you're beeping here, it's like fucking road rage, or
Yeah.
like, people get angry, don't they?
But
There-
beeping's like, I'm behind you, beep,
Yeah.
beep, 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 watch out.
It's like how you should use a horn.
doesn't make sense, really.
No, not constantly.
It is, it definitely,
need to
like, after a
constantly
while.
Oh, you'll run people over though
Yeah.
if you're not using your horn.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah, you'd break a few ankles, wouldn't you?
But then again, it wouldn't matter.
Wouldn't matter, there's no one to come and find you.
Yeah.
is
You
there?
just carry on, crawl off.
Yeah.
Another thing as well in Kathmandu is the amount of people who just like approach you
Yeah.
to try and sell you stuff.
Yeah. Do you want a rug?
Mm.
No, I'm alright, mate.
Like, and it's silly stuff. Like me and Tom, look at me and Tom, Si.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
looking.
what are you going to try and sell us? Look, we're wearing similar clothes to what we were in there. Like just two 20-year-old.
Do I look like I want a rug or a
Probably
cat?
some life insurance. I'll tell you two.
People are coming up to us like trying to sell us.
Antidepressants. That's what I'll sell you to.
Like, do you want to buy a kettle?
Yeah, and like pans and
I'm
stuff like that.
I'm
Like,
alright. I'm alright. You know, mate. Yeah.
And like people like coming over trying to sell like jewellery.
Mm.
Like we obviously
I understand jewellery.
on us too. Fair enough if you go to like
For your
women.
girlfriend, for your
present or
girlfriend,
something, I suppose.
for your mother, something like that.
Mm.
Handbags and
Yeah.
fucking-
So people like trying to like set silk scarves and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
hell, we're not.
Oh,
the
God.
finest silk.
Yeah, we're not buying that shit. Fucking hell. Trying to sell us something like
But then when you wanted to try actually find something, it was impossible. Like we
Yeah.
were running around trying to get. I was trying to find a Nepal footy shirt for
Couldn't
like
find
an
it.
hour, wasn't I? And
Oh,
you'd think that'd be something that would be
Be
quite,
everywhere.
quite common, wouldn't you? But it's like trying to find gold dust. It was,
well, is it big football over there?
I don't.
they played cricket, I think.
Yeah,
I think
cricket.
they're more into cricket, I think.
Oh, I could have got a cricket shirt though.
They had none of them.
Get a big
Are you
cricket
just
bat.
looking for any like?
We went into
sports
a
shirt?
sports like mall, the most developed building you could possibly go to,
And it was about the equivalent to St Mary's Market
Yeah.
in St Helens,
Oh, okay.
and it was the most developed like
everything was just a
mall
mess.
place there.
Shit everywhere, and all the shops were closed. Weren't they?
Yeah, there was you couldn't find like a ball top.
No, it was. I
Oh,
think,
shit,
I think a lot of the stuff you'd have to. I don't know, a lot of the stuff they're selling. I think they're assuming that like all these Westerners want these things when there's other things you could be selling which could
Yeah,
make
yeah.
you more money than what you're trying to sell.
Yeah, I think if I was to like, I don't want to like shit on the pole, but I think the people,
Well, I'm going to.
the people who I think they're what is it the way they sell stuff, their plan,
Tactic or whatever.
tactic, their selling tactic is all wrong.
Yeah.
Like complete
Yeah, it
every
doesn't
single
work.
one of them. Because first of all, they're trying to sell shit. Like sell something of use. Like you could sell like a Nepal t-shirt would be
Yeah.
good for the people, but they're trying to sell like fucking fake UFC t-shirts and stuff like that, isn't it?
Trying to find a lighter for about an hour as well, weren't we?
It's
Not
like
one of the
it's
lighters.
all like it's either like complete shit, you know, like fake
knockoff.
fake knockoff stuff that you can like. Why would I come to Nepal to buy that? Or they're trying to sell stuff like we were saying, like rugs and stuff like that. I'm not going to
Yeah,
bring a rug on a fucking plane.
They probably sell that to actual Nepalese people,
I
and
can't
yous
see this
have
happening.
just got caught up in it.
I
I don't know. It was weird the way it is.
Big massive knife. That's what it's like. Just a big massive
So, yeah, what?
You got us on that one. Though.
What
We've
would
got
you
two
sell then?
knives.
What would you sell?
I'd just sell like I'd sell Nepal stuff first, like Nepal
T-shirts.
hats, Nepal t-shirts.
Oh, hats. That's a good one. Yeah.
Like the I was trying to find hats, and it was all like, in fact, the amount of UFC hats
UFC.
they were selling. I'm like, what the fuck's all that?
There's a guy who had a UFC t-shirt and cap on. He went up to him and was like, "Oh yeah, do you like the UFC?" Was it me? It was like, "Ever you or me?" He was like, "Do you like the UFC?"
Yeah,
I
and
don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Just bought a t-shirt. Didn't know what it meant.
But I think the biggest thing is never mind what they're selling. I think it's how they go about selling it. Like
In your face.
it's so in your face. It's so much pressure. And I was saying like. You walk past the front of a shop and they run out the shop and jump in your face, telling you to come in and look, don't they, Tom?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the element of surprise.
I think the.
Well, you know what you bought. You bought a
But
rug.
I was saying to Sam, there's points where like I was thinking about going into a shop to look at certain stuff, and I was like, actually, I don't want to go in because I can't be arsed dealing with the person right in my face trying to fucking buy this, we'll sell this, you know, like
You can't just browse.
No
That
way.
doesn't exist. You can't just have a look at something without someone. Oh,
No.
what size is it? I'll do your deal.
it's
Something like that.
it's the worst. And I'm like thinking, like you only have to have a few fucking brain cells, like to know that this isn't working
Yeah.
for the tourists. Just like chill out, and I feel like more tourists will come in and probably browse around.
Was it
and look.
just? Are you the only tourist in this?
There was not many white people.
At this time in
I don't think
Kathmandu.
they're aiming at tourists, are they?
Oh yeah, no, I think it
Yeah,
is.
some of these things are wacky. Like I don't think the
Well,
locals would have been walking around in them.
I think it is the tourist bit.
Is it not that?
Yeah.
I don't know then.
It's weird.
Just aggressive salesman.
Well, it must. That's my take on it. I think it must work for a lot of tourists. I think that a lot of people must just give them whatever to just get them to fuck off, basically.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that's why it works quite a lot, because people just say, "Oh yeah, take that," and I don't even want the T-shirt. Just stop
Just
buying
stop
from
away,
me.
Yeah,
Just
stop
go away.
pestering me.
Oh, I might do actually.
But with me and you, it just probably warms up a little bit.
Yeah, I was getting wound up. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
But then, apart from that one night in poker, where me and you was like, "Yeah, we're going to go on a funny shopping spree," and we
Yeah.
went out with like £6 and had like 4 T-shirts each.
That was funny,
Got a
that.
T-shirt that says Dalbat Power 24 hour for like 200 rupees. It's like what was that, £1 or something, 50p. And then I've got one that said the hard yak cafe.
Oh, your Hard Yak Cafe.
That was funny as well.
Oh yeah.
Just had a few beers and thought, yeah, let's buy some,
Hey,
buy
yeah,
some
get that.
absolutes.
Should flog him in the vault.
But to be fair, some of the T-shirts, especially after a drink, some of the T-shirts
Yeah,
were
right.
quite funny.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like some gimmick to them. The quality of like funny ones in poker seemed higher than like the Kathmandu ones did, like UFC or like
It was all just like knockoff. Like,
Jordan or
yeah, you know, like random shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like.
Stuff that's big in
I don't know.
England.
I don't know what they do
or
the market
America.
research. I've no idea.
I don't think there's any. I think they're just like making.
anything they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
But that was a guy in that T-shirt shop as well. I was like, I embroidered every one of these. No, you don't. No, you
There's like about at least about 5,000 T-shirts just like all folded up round the walls.
don't.
He works
Shields.
out. That's why.
This one's
That's why he's so aggressive.
slightly
with his
more
sales.
because I embroidered it. No, you didn't. It'll take you years. Even with a machine, it'd take you
Yeah,
years.
to do all that. Yeah, so we our heads were blasted in Kathmandu, and like you said, I was feeling a bit wound up, like walking through the streets and the amount of people just like coming over to you non-stop. And,
Oh,
like,
I wouldn't mind like if a few came over, but if it's,
It's like- it's
constantly,
n-
I'd be like, oh, just fuck
it's the
off.
whole time when you walk down the street, everybody's just like pestering
What
you.
do the locals doing? They just walk past. They don't say anything, or
Well, they don't matter for them.
oh, is it just? Oh, do they not?
It's only the talk. Yeah, it's only the.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
That's what I'm saying. They're like their tactic for trying to like sell to the tourists is just so bad.
they assume we've
It's
got.
so-
Like, I think they assumed that we had loads of money, and me and you were going around there with like 20 grand in our ass
Yeah.
pockets. And I was like,
With loads of Spurs suitcases.
yeah, it's like we've not got like enough money to be going on these mad shopping sprees
Yeah.
every day. And like, I'm not going to buy it's like £400 for this painting he was asking. I'm not going to buy that, mate.
Like, what the fuck?
£1,000 knife. I was like, but obviously, if you tried that out, you probably end up with like £6, and you probably take it. Wouldn't you?
Well, that's it. Then they're probably just excited because usually they're like, oh my god, they might have money. Let's,
Yeah.
let's get,
No,
let's get
that's
these in
what-
here.
that's
Oh,
what
it's definitely like
That'll be what
taking
it
it.
is, isn't it? Like,
Just
oh,
like,
we're getting
just see if we can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they're running over before the next person gets you.
Well, that guy, the tea house fella, you know, the Chinese fella, he's like, oh, and I was like, what do you do? I was like, oh, work in a bar. I was like, oh, you must be rich or something like that. I was like, you fucking work in a bar, mate. Skin. Yeah, and then you feel like you're gonna get jumped. Then don't you? Feel like you're gonna get like mugged.
Yeah.
Then you get a bit paranoid. But I will say that about Nepal, zero crime from
Oh,
what I
no.
noticed.
I never experienced
No.
any bit of trouble.
No pickpockets or anything
Nothing.
like that. I thought, yeah, I'd need like a zip bag to put my stuff
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
After like a day or two, you just have your
Just
cash
like, oh,
and
fuck
card,
it.
your wallet, and your
Yeah.
phone, and your short pockets. No one was out to try
Yeah.
and actually harm you. I don't think.
You know, I
That's
think
right then, isn't it?
like I was like, I've been to Japan and Nepal. They're the two safest. They're both in the east. The
Yeah.
west is fucking shit.
Dodgy. Well, that's what
The west is where it's the shithole, really, isn't
I was
it?
saying to me, mum, it's safer in Nepal than I am in St Helens. Really.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely think so.
More likely to get mugged or stabbed in St Helens
Yeah.
than I am in Nepal.
I didn't
Yeah.
feel like one bit of like.
Worst things happen to get ran over by like a yak or something.
And then even then you're gonna be laughing.
Done him by
You'll be dead
a
slow.
buffalo.
So yeah, we were fried in Kathmandu, done,
Mm.
and then we were planning to go to Pokhara
Mm.
or Pokhara or
Obviously.
Pokhara, however they say it, which is like a little city on the edge of a lake. It's basically like if you put Liverpool on the edge of Windermere.
Mm.
Is that a good representation? Like a small, compact city like Liverpool,
Yeah.
like in the lakes, just like on the side of Windermere.
Yeah, it's very like. What do you say? Like very like. I think a lot of the Nepali, going on holiday, you'd probably go there, wouldn't you? Like if you're in Kathmandu,
Yeah, I think it was the big tourist place.
that's where you go on holiday, probably, isn't it?
Oh wait, actually, we should mention the places we went to first in
The sh-
Kathmandu.
Shivapuri.
Yeah. I need to mention that.
Shiva
So,
Puri first.
while we were getting blasted by all this stuff,
Trying to make your way to.
Ramani,
Yeah, Ramani set us up for
He-
Shiva Puri, I think. he was saying.
the guy at the hotel, Truly Asia Boutique, took us on like a tour, blasted it all in one day, didn't we? The whole what was the first one?
Shiva Puri, I think they pronounce it.
Shiva
Don't
Puri.
quote me on that one.
Which one's that one?
The one we went to the tea house, the 2-day thing. You know, he's walking around the.
Oh, I mean before that we went to the temples.
Oh, the temples. Yeah, we went to.
Pashupati.
Oh God, don't try and make me pronounce them. It's Pashupatana. That's Pashupatana.
So, oh no, that was late. Well, the first one was
The monkey temple.
the monkey
I
temple.
don't know how you pronounce. That's got a really long name as well, hasn't
Yeah, I
it?
haven't got the ticket for that actually. We went to this monkey temple. It's like on the top of a mountain, isn't it, or a hill?
Yeah.
And it's literally just monkeys
Yeah. It's
everywhere.
Monkeys everywhere. Yeah.
And we're like,
Clues in the name there, isn't it?
what was the? Like, wasn't a guy like feeding some of them
Yeah, it's full like grains. I got a video of it.
Yeah.
It's like, they're quite aggressive as well, aren't they? There's just, like
flying around?
hundreds of them. And
Are
just
they, how big are they?
That's a first size. Like,
It's like a dog,
yeah, it's like a dog.
Well,
like,
like
what
a- like a-
size dogs?
smallest dog.
like a smallish dog, smallish to
big
medium.
cat.
Like a Jack
Yeah.
Russell.
Big cat, small dog.
Probably a bit bigger than a Jack Russell.
Oh, let's go.
One of them robbed my bottle of
Oh, that
Sprite.
was so
I was
funny,
having a
that.
drink of
Oh,
his drink of his Sprite. He flew out of nowhere and grabbed it and started drinking it.
He started pouring it and everything, and
Threw
he
it.
launched it. You can't even do anything. You're just looking at it, just like what?
Well,
the
isn't
fuck?
that always the problem with those places?
Yeah, I don't
Because
think
people
he
feed
went
them that much. They
Yeah, they
just, they just don't give a shit. They just see your food. And
The
take
locals
it.
feed them as well because they say they're sacred. So they think they're sacred because they're on the.
Yeah.
Well, they think they're sacred because they're there and there's a lot of dogs and everything there is sacred, so that's why they go there. But
Yeah.
I think they go there because the food's there, innit?
Yeah, they're
Really?
like pigeons.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
they're sacred then.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, there is a lot. It was good actually. Yeah, quite.
So we went to that. Then we
Nice.
went to that Bodhanath Stupa.
The big one.
Which, if you Google like Kathmandu, that's one of the biggest ones
Yeah.
that comes up. It's like this massive dome, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you walk around it clockwise, and like there's all tea houses and restaurants around it, like circled around,
Hmm.
and there's like a walking bit. You walk clockwise, and we had on a rooftop, didn't we?
First Dalbat I had, I think.
Had some Del back
the
there,
rooftop,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
But that's like a really important place, isn't it? As well, the
I think that's one of the most sacred. The Pashupatana is the most sacred, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I think that Buddha is it Buddha?
the Bodhanath Stupa.
Oh, yeah. That was busy as well, wasn't it?
It's massive. It's literally like a massive dome
Mm.
with that on the top, which the listeners can't see. I'm sure it's.
I don't know if I saw that on something. Your story or something.
You know, the listeners should do it. Listeners should Google the stuff that we're saying here along so they can see.
Google the two ladies.
Google,
Google,
yeah.
That's the point, isn't
Google
it? That's why you're
Kathmandu.
saying the names.
Bodhanath Stupa, and then in the evening we went to Pashupati. Is that how you pronounce it?
Got no idea. I was going for Pashupatana, but I could be wrong.
Pashupatina, which is like the
the Mecca of.
it's the Mecca
Hinduism,
of
probably,
Hinduism.
yeah.
I think it's the biggest, the most important sacred site in the whole of Hindu.
He was saying that
Oh, really?
a lot
Yeah.
of Hindus only go there once in their entire life, and then you've got me and Steve walking around.
Accidentally walking around.
I've been there. I went there like 3 times. Fucking mooching around.
He's a regular.
Just pissed off.
And there's they do like the live, not live, bloody hell, the cremations of bodies down the
Yeah,
river. So
on
like,
the river.
Oh, is it?
yeah,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
you know, like when they, at the end of like a very religious person's life, they burn them down the river, and then the further down the river you get, the more like less important you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Or less religious. I don't know how that works.
Like right down the river, it's just like open fields where they bring in. But like right in the temple, it's all built up, isn't it? We seen a dead body, didn't they?
Oh, I've seen a few. Yeah.
Yeah, they were all like on the edge, just people like preparing them and getting ready to burn them.
Oh,
And stuff.
yeah.
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 That was a bit weird for a
bit odd.
first time seeing a dead body. That's a bit strange.
And they're just like floating down a river,
half like charcoal
playing poo sticks.
wrapped up. Yeah.
Your nan.
Because people washing their feet down the bloody end of it.
Yeah. But that was so we chilled there for a bit, and then we timed it right. So there was like a massive prayer thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
At
like
like 6 o'clock.
A guy with a PA playing loads of what was that type of music called?
It was just like classical Indian style, wasn't it? I can't remember the name of it. Like ragas.
Something like that.
That was powerful. That hit me.
It was good music.
That
wasn't it?
hit me hard. That
Good
because there was like at least over 1,000 people there,
Yeah.
all stood watching like
Oh yeah.
at this temple. These people dancing. They had flames, didn't they, and everything.
Yeah.
Me and Tom stood there,
No idea what's going on.
just in the middle of it. But like the music like zones you out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know that
What's
like
the music
Indian
like?
music, like classical Indian music.
So I
yeah,
take
yeah.
what's that song that I oh god I don't want to try and sing it. I'll butcher.
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Go on. You gotta give it a
I'll try
go.
and whip it up on YouTube in a bit if I can find it.
What,
What
was
that?
actual someone singing, or was it just like...
It was like a PA.
It was like, I think someone was singing, weren't they?
They had fire breathers as well, like
Yeah.
people like fire breathing and stuff like that, and spinning.
dragons
Yeah,
flying
yeah.
around.
It was powerful.
Oh,
though.
yeah, it was-
like I was sucked into
it was
it. Like,
chocolate.
yeah, literally.
Zoned.
I felt like if I've ever had like religious moment,
That's
a
probably the
soul
closest-
touching
That's probably
moment.
the closest.
That was
I've
probably the
been to it, yeah.
closest. Yeah.
Really?
Like
Fucking hell.
I've fully zoned out, just like, wow, what the fuck is this?
It was nice for a funeral. Like, you know, like funerals, they're pretty depressing usually.
Yeah,
Obviously, I didn't
yeah.
know the person who died there, so I couldn't get emotionally involved in that. But as far as funerals go, there's like a big party. Everyone was stoned. There was
Yeah.
joints everywhere.
Everybody
So was
was-
this like a big person?
Big funeral.
Like a
Yeah,
big...
well, I
like,
think we do it
Do it every night.
Every night, yeah.
What, who for? Just anyone?
Just anyone,
I
yeah.
think it's anybody.
Oh,
that-
so was it like a big religious figure? or
He
something
could have
like
been, but I doubt he
Yeah.
was.
that? All right, cool.
Yeah. I think they have the prayer thing that we went to is there at 6, and like it just
Every night
happens
at
to be
6, I think.
whoever's getting
Yeah.
buried at the same time as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we were there. Oh, it was
The
fucking
temple's got a big like building attached to it, hasn't it? Where very religious people go and spend the
Oh,
last
that's
couple
it.
of weeks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's like people
live there.
ready to die
Yeah, they
in
go
this
there.
building, and then they do die, and then they get burned.
All right, okay.
And if you look on the
Brilliant.
vlog, I put the videos up of like you can watch me and Tom just like zoned out.
Yeah, I've not watched it. I'll have to give it a watch.
Oh, I don't remember this bit.
Where it's like all them like dancing, singing on like it's like temples.
On a stage?
It's like high up.
It's like a big river with a stage on top of it.
Oh, I can't
It's like
remember.
built up
I can't
around.
remember. I'd have to...
It's like guys
No,
just
that's good.
twisting sticks of fire around and stuff like that. It was pretty wild. Like,
Yeah, it
I'd
is.
recommend anyone in
yeah.
Kathmandu to go and see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, I think it starts, isn't it? Every
So
night.
we did them temples, and then we went to the jazz bar.
Oh, aye.
How
Jazz
good was
upstairs-
that? Jazz upstairs. That was so good. That so we walked to there, didn't we?
Yeah.
On
It
the
was like-
same day?
I don't. It was on one of the 4 days.
It was either,
Tom
it was
was in
either that night
Kathmandu.
or the day after, wasn't it? Can't
It's
remember.
like some big religious ceremony, then just go
Bit
to
of
like...
jazz.
jazz. But that was proper class.
Do you like jazz?
The walk there was funny as well. In like
Pitch black.
pitch black, walking through like these like fucking side on the like the pavement bits
Yeah.
were pitch black.
If I wasn't so like convinced how safe that city was, there's no
Yeah.
way I would have walked to where
Yeah,
it was.
yeah,
It was,
yeah.
it was just
Proper
pitch,
dodgy
pitch black,
alleys.
really dodgy, but there was no fear in my mind because I just knew
No
that
trouble.
nothing was going to happen.
Yeah. We walked past it, didn't we? Like we couldn't find it because it was on a rooftop, and like it was like a little stairway alleyway to get to it.
Like a rooftop bar with a little jazz club underneath it,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Was there no
Cool, like-
sign
Oh,
or
it
anything?
was so good.
No sign,
No
really,
sign,
like,
no.
signage.
Quite hard to find. But obviously, I think it's one of them that quite a lot of locals went to. Everyone was there would look local.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
look like tourists would go.
It's too out the way, really, to be a
Yeah.
touristy thing, I think.
Yeah,
It's
down
about
alleys.
15-minute walk or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was class. It was so good.
Yeah.
Like chilled in there.
That's
Good
some
jazz.
good food as well. Solid jazz, solid food. I had some
Oh, aye.
momos,
Yeah, some Wandal.
chow mein, I think you had. didn't
Yeah, yeah.
you? Chow mein.
And the
momo.
mint tea or something, mint
Mint
water.
tea.
It was
like
like
lemonade, wasn't it?
yeah, mint lemonade,
Oh, aye.
which was like so nice, but it was so strong as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I
Too
left
much
half.
mint.
It was like half a glass of mint.
What's cool is in Kathmandu, like a lot of the bars were all the rooftop bars.
Yeah.
That was like a good vibe. That
That's
when
where
you go
you
in these
get a bit
places.
of like peace because it escapes the, craziness. Yeah.
These rooftop vibes.
That was it Monks that we went to on the first night? That was one of my favourite. Monks, I think. It was.
Oh, yeah,
that
Monks.
That was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was decent.
Yeah. And then some of the on one of the nights went to a couple of the live rock clubs. The standard of live music in Kathmandu is unbelievable. Like,
Professional.
Really?
It's
yeah, like, you
professional
should have
level.
seen the rig up in some of these bars. It was like, yeah, there's a purple.
It was weird. It was
Purple
actually
Haze.
weird.
It's a bar called
Oh yeah,
it's not a
Purple
bar,
Haze.
It's like a big club. It must have been.
Like a
Must have
venue,
been- must
like
have
a
been
massive,
4,000, 5,000 capacity. If it
like a
was full.
warehouse.
Yeah, and they had like full, like the studio equipment you get in like the O2 Academy and proper sound
Really?
set, proper
Like-
Was it good, like,
proper
performers?
sounds. Yeah, they were sick.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, yeah, just like random
Was
kids.
it like free to get in?
Most nights I think it was free, unless you
Yeah.
had someone ridiculously big on.
Big
There was another. What was the other
superstar.
one? we went to? There was Purple Haze, and there was another one, wasn't there?
In Kathmandu.
I think so. Oh no, sorry, that was Rolling Stones bar
Oh,
in
in
Poker,
Poker,
wasn't
yeah.
it? That was a similar setup.
Yeah,
Could have
yeah.
been the same guy. It looked very similar, didn't it?
Yeah, the music though is like literally professional, isn't
yeah.
it? Like the people playing, they're
Yeah,
probably
I-
getting
I
paid
do-
like
I-
fucking peanuts.
There's no one in there as well. We
I know, yeah.
turned up to this gig and it was really good. I think there's a few videos on that
Yeah.
video you've put up, isn't there? But there's me staying and about 6 other people in like a 5,000 capacity venue.
Yeah.
With like a full band, like
a
playing.
full band, and there's like 12 doormen
Yeah.
wandering about, and like 20 staff all in these, because there's like 6 bars.
There was like chefs as well, weren't there, and
Chefs.
everything?
Wait, what are the doormen like? Are they just like little? Or
They look a bit like army people.
They look like they'd probably murder you if you wound
Yeah,
them up,
yeah.
like, but
Because they're wearing like army clothes, aren't they?
Yeah.
All the doormen.
I'm not sure if they are.
So
armoured,
they're not
they
just
could
like
be.
Maybe-
big gorms like they are.
No, no, no.
These guys look like they
Properly take you
pull
out.
out one of them
Yeah.
curry knives and stab you.
Don't
with it.
need that.
They have guns a lot, don't they, as well? Not the doormen,
they?
but the police
Yeah, the
walk
police.
around with big,
Oh,
like,
right.
machine guns.
There must
Yeah.
be quite a lot of crime if they're walking around with machine
I
guns.
don't know if it's
Maybe
just
that's
that.
why there's no crime.
Yeah.
Just, like,
Fucking gunned down.
scaring people not
I
to.
think everybody's like chill though. Apart like we're saying everybody's in our face, fucking pestering us to buy stuff. But at the same time, the actual people are all just chilling, want to laugh,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
they?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
purple haze was class.
Only like the vendors, I would say, are the ones who are trying to peck your head. It's the actual general population are just happy to talk.
Just
to
like
Yeah, yeah.
Well, when I was watching your vlog thing, I thought that about like the gigs you went to. They looked like there was no one. I didn't know if it was just
Yeah.
like the video was
Oh,
dark,
really?
and I was
No
like,
one
it
around.
looks like it's just you two at this massive.
No,
fucking-
it's like a private
I was like,
party.
what the hell's
Yeah.
going on?
That must get heaving though at some point.
Yeah, well, I think-
for it to be viable.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you not go on like a weekend or anything?
We went off season,
Yeah.
didn't we? So it was like their peak season. I think they said was September, wasn't it?
Yeah, like after
Oh.
the late summer.
I think it was like the only thing I could compare it to probably is it's like the equivalent to going to Ibiza in January or something like
Yeah.
What is that when it's like dead?
that. Like there'd be no one on Ibiza, none of the tourists. That's the only thing I can probably
Yeah,
realistically compare it to.
Oh, you just missed out then.
No,
I
it's just
just
months
missed
away,
out
but
on
that's
the,
that's why the flights are probably a bit cheaper, whatever as well. But because you can't climb Everest
No,
when
no.
we were doing, like, so all the big mountains can't be
Oh.
climbed when we went because it's too cold.
Oh right, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
obviously we weren't going to climb Everest anyway.
Oh, wait, I thought that's what you went for.
Yeah, yeah. Furthest we climbed. I mean, even so, that thing we did climb was, I mean, it's probably bigger than Snowdon, a lot higher than that, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we were well higher than anything in the UK.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was nothing compared to like some of the other ones they've got knocking about.
Oh, I
Like,
know, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that was Kathmandu. What else did we do? We went to that. That was funny. We went with Benita to the Japanese. That was on the Purple Haze.
Was that the same night?
Yeah, I went with Benita and had Japanese.
Ooh,
Having the sake.
sticky sake.
You can't beat a good Japanese food, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just top quality.
sticky sake.
Yeah, well, I don't. I think that's everything. Kathmandu, wasn't it? The blasting.
The day after we went to that Shiva Puri, I think, didn't we? Was it?
I was at it. Yeah.
Or did we go to Chittagong? I can't remember.
Well, so the plan was we were going to Pokhara, but it was what was it, 8-hour drive
Yeah.
by bus, and we're like, oh fuck that, we can't be bothered doing
I
that.
did that in one hit.
We can't do that in one hit. So we're like, what can we do to break it up? What's halfway? And then I think it was Dev who told me on the first few
Chittagong
days
or something.
about this place called Chittagong. It's the national park, which is halfway in between,
Oh,
and it's on the
sorted.
border of India.
Mm.
And it's like, so it's a 4-hour drive, and then a 4-hour drive to Pokhara. So I was like, oh, let's fucking do that. So we paid for this like this package to go there, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was £100 each, wasn't it?
Mm.
And what we paid was like
Like 3 days of like
3 days, the transport there,
Hmm.
all the food included.
a
the
really,
route-
really nice hotel.
Yeah, it was like a resort, like
It was
a
a proper
yeah.
package deal.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
the resort was class, and then all the activities like going into the jungle,
Tiger
fucking
hunting.
tiger hunting, canoeing,
Tiger hunting.
going to the elephant park. What was all the other stuff we did?
Alligators, alligator canoe ride.
Yeah, alligator canoe ride.
Fucking
What else
hell.
did we get up to? Rhino hunting. Found some rhino.
Yeah, found that like culture thing as well, the dancing
Oh, that was
at the
that
night.
was a bit strange. Like,
Like this is
Oh, I
3
saw
days
that on the thing. It
full,
looked well funny that. Like kids dancing around.
but
What the hell
all
are you two doing there?
all this like for 3 days was £100 each.
That's good, that.
I was like, what? You can't even get anything close to that in Europe. Nowhere near.
it was
The-
good. It was
the-
good
all
as well.
the
Like,
food
it
and
wasn't,
everything.
It wasn't like it was like some sort of shit thing. It was like probably as good as you're gonna probably get.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fortunate that he brought it up, wasn't it? Because we weren't planning on going there, so he just like, why do you do this?
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's one of the best recommendations we've
fucking
probably
so
had.
good.
Yeah.
So we get the bus ride there was horrendous,
Oh
wasn't
yeah, no roads.
it? Like,
Why?
because there's no roads.
Oh, so you just fucking bouncing
Yeah.
around everywhere.
It's like it's weird to think that a country has like no roads, kind of in between like cities.
What? And it's like people asleep on it and you are fucking like bouncing
Yeah.
around everywhere and then it's like snoozing.
It's not far as well. The irritating thing is, in miles, it was like
Yeah, it was.
something daft, like the distance from like here to Manchester.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or here to
'cause
Birmingham.
it's-
I think it was here to
Here to
Birmingham.
Birmingham, but it took.
4 hours.
No, sorry. I think,
Well,
I think
that's takes
no, I
a
think
few
that-
hours
I
to
think
get to Birmingham. from here.
Kathmandu to Poker. I think.
Oh, was that here to Birmingham? Yeah.
Which is 8 hours. It takes
Oh.
8 hours to get to.
Or is that just because it's so busy and the road you can't go that fast on the road?
You can't. Oh, it's just like
max
the-
out
Well,
races
30,
everywhere.
don't you?
yeah. The roads are literally, if you picture outside the city, well, even in the city, isn't it? But like, it's like dirt track roads, isn't it?
Yeah.
How can you
Yeah.
average,
Picture what it
average
is like that.
16, 17 miles an hour probably
Yeah.
for the whole journey?
With
Yeah.
potholes everywhere.
Yeah. They love a pothole. They love a good pothole.
It was so bad that drive there. What was it? Like I was like slipping in and out of sleep as well.
You're getting jolted up.
Yeah,
And you couldn't like. I'm trying to read a book. You couldn't read a book.
No, you
because
couldn't.
were bouncing so much.
yeah.
So I couldn't read, and then I went on my phone. I was trying to like
Can't see
play
anything.
a game or something, or just try kill some time or send a text. Couldn't read.
Yeah.
You couldn't do anything.
Oh, it's not bad. Oh my
Yeah, you couldn't
God.
do anything apart from like
Stir.
talk to stay or stare out the window.
Even then, just seem blurry.
What was it? That was it the ride to this chit one where we had that milkshake?
Oh yeah, well, that was a little check.
going everywhere?
Yeah, fucking everywhere.
Oh no, wait, we've missed the hike.
Oh, the Shiva Puri.
Fucking hell, yeah. We forget this, guys. before we went to Chitwan, we did a 2-day hike, didn't we?
Yeah,
That's what we did in what was it, Shivapuri?
Shiva Puri.
Oh, that was it, Chittapani.
Chittapani. That might be.
Chittapani.
There
That
was
was
a
it.
big area. I think it was a national park called Shiva Puri, and then it was inside that. I don't know,
Yeah, I
was
think
it-
the range, like the peak bit where we walked in,
Yeah.
the bit was Chittapani.
Yeah.
That was class, that walk. So it was 2 days, 1 night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We-
Some tea houses.
Tea houses.
Was this like a paid for thing as well?
Yeah,
Paid
you
for
just
package?
pay. You pay.
Just paid this fella to
Well,
come with us, basically.
yeah.
Show us
What's
dots.
random
But
fella?
you pay for the guy. You pay for the entrance into the park. You know, like because it's all like what is it?
Protected. kind of
Yeah,
There's people with army people with guns stopping
Yeah,
you coming in
checkpoints.
because I think people must poach.
yeah, the tigers and the
Poach the
rhinos.
tigers
and
thing. Oh,
and
is
stuff.
it tigers? Oh wait, do you mean
Yeah.
like a massive like
Oh, this is like
thing of land?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, right, not like Taylor Park.
no, no,
Okay.
like a national park.
Actual- okay,
Yeah.
They do have tigers, but like that's part of the worry, isn't it? That if you don't know where you're going, you take one wrong turn,
Yeah.
you would get eaten alive by a tiger.
Well, you could be anywhere tigers, though, couldn't they?
No, but this guy probably have a good idea. Where not
Yeah.
to.
Did he have a gun then?
No, he's just a fat fella.
Well, if a tiger attacks you, so fuck
Yeah, what do you
anyway.
do?
What's he gonna do? Fight it off?
Well, I'll tell you. In my next hike, we had a plan about the tigers. Well, I'll get to
Oh,
that.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, we did that walk. That guy was funny. He was
He
with.
was hilarious.
He just wanted to laugh.
Did
All he
kept
wanted
calling
was a
you
laugh.
Tom Cruise, or whatever.
No, that was.
Oh, that was Ram. No, everybody just wants to laugh, don't we? So we were walking. We did. It was like 4 hours each day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Straight through the mountains, like mud, dirt tracks, and everything through the jungles. We get to like
Big tea house.
tea house at the top of this like mountain, wasn't it? The house before it was falling over.
Oh yeah, it'd been like.
Oh,
I think it must have been
God.
devastated
By the earthquake.
By the earthquake or whatever. But it was about to fall over.
It was like on a 45-degree
Yeah,
angle.
I don't know. I was still up, and then drank a bit of Roxy, didn't we? Which is like homemade wine.
Yeah.
Drank some Roxy
Oh,
there.
Yeah, it's like the
Had a
like
joint with our guide. Yeah, a couple of
everybody's
drinks
just
we got.
smoking it there, aren't they?
Yeah,
It's just normal there, though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not even like a drug.
Yeah.
It's like having beer in it, I guess, over there.
Like, do you want somebody said, "Oh no, I don't smoke," and then he had it, and then just smoked the full joint.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
After eating his dal back. Yeah.
and disappeared.
Yeah.
He was throwing up
Yeah,
everywhere,
went
full
white.
white.
So we did that hike. Oh, on the second day, we seen the tracks. That was when we seen the.
Leopard tracks.
Yeah, we were walking. It was like a few hours in, wasn't it? Or something. Oh, no, it was in the morning. And I seen on the ground deer tracks. I was like, oh, look, there's some tracks there, deer. And then like I go closer, and back following the deer tracks is leopard tracks, isn't it? Or could it have been tiger?
I think he said they were probably too small to be
Too
tiger
s-
tracks.
yeah.
But I think they're more likely to be a leopard. I think. he said.
Leopard, yeah.
Mm.
Following. So it's obviously leopards, and it's good.
Tracking it down.
Good breakfast just before us. That was interesting. But yes, we did that 2 days. Straight back into Kathmandu.
I got food poisoning that second day, and then.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. So Tom, so on the right before the end of the walk, we stopped at a tea house, didn't we?
Yeah, it was.
At the last hour of the walk.
Right,
It was
at
a
the
rough,
end as
rough
well.
looking
Oh.
gaff. Like it was like someone's house, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, they all
Yeah,
are.
like a top of a mountain. As
All
well.
the tea houses are like one stage up, from like a.
Yeah.
It's like someone's gaff with like a load of empty rooms behind.
Yeah. They just pull out a couple of plastic chairs. It's like
Oh,
you've
yeah,
just
I'll sit
actually
down.
genuinely gone into someone's house. There's like a little black and white
Someone's
TV,
asleep
and
in a bed
our
next to
garden, the owner was watching like black and white cricket
Yeah.
or something like that.
It was in this room with nothing else in it, wasn't there? There was like
Chickens kept coming in. Like, wild
Chickens
chickens
coming
kept coming in.
Yeah, this is
shooing them
that's
off.
the proper experience.
And then I
That's
think
what
that
you want.
chicken probably, one of them had to die a death to go
Yeah,
into our
to go in.
tarmac, didn't they?
Oh yeah, whichever one gets attacked by a leopard. They
And
just
then,
take that.
and then
so.
was
Tom had that.
almost immediately ill about 2 hours later.
When we get back to,
we got back to
the hotel.
Mm.
Well, that was lucky though.
Mm.
Oh,
How did you get back?
That was it on the last night in the hotel. In the hotel. So Tom's ill and goes up to sleep. Don't you have an early night?
Yeah, I stayed in bed for a while.
And I'm like, I'm sat around, not like bored, but like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? So I go down to the bar, and I'm with Dev, who's like sound. He works at the hotel. He's so sound, isn't he?
Yeah, it's good.
Ram, who's like sound, but
Local legend.
just like crazy. This other guy works at the hotel. And then these two mates who I made friends with before Tom came was a lad from Sri Lanka and a lad from Pakistan.
Oh god.
I'll tell you their story dead quickly.
Pair of bloody.
This is so funny.
Yeah, them two.
So these two, this is they're illegal immigrants who went to Romania through like an agent, you know, like someone who deals with like trafficking illegal immigrants. Sent them to Romania to stay there, and then they were going to like find a plan to get into Europe, probably to UK or something from Romania.
Yeah.
But they ended up staying in Romania for like a month and got caught and got like sent out the country. But they didn't get sent back to their own countries. They got sent to Nepal, which is like, I think Nepal like could take them in. You know, like, because they got exiled from from Romania and they couldn't go back to their own country.
Oh, so they're
It was
in
like,
limbo.
and Nepal happened to be like a place that could take them in.
Nepal's like no man's land.
Yeah,
Can't
that,
go over there.
literally that.
They were just stuck in the hotel for like
Yeah.
the weeks on end.
Yeah.
And they just,
What, the hotel you were in?
Yeah. So the agent, the trafficking agent, put them up in this hotel that we were in, and they just like
The trafficking agent.
that's the only way I
got
can
them a
describe
hotel.
it. Put them in this
they
hotel.
didn't have a clue what they were doing.
No.
That to start with.
Wait, how old were they?
About
I
our
think
age.
the Bangladesh lad was about our age, and the Pakistani guy was a bit older, wasn't he? And they kept having loads of girls.
Yeah,
The
well,
first one of the nights, they brought these girls back, and the girl,
Lady of the Night.
Lady of the
Oh,
Night,
yeah, okay.
and the girls robbed all the money.
Yeah.
And went off. So they had to ask. So this like their agent was sending them money. They had to ask their agent for more.
You got robbed by a prostitute, mate. You were-
They were on the air all the time.
Yeah,
as well. I
yeah.
think they would have ended up in debt to this
Yeah.
fella, and I don't know what's going to happen with them two genuinely because they were just a pair of idiots, and they just like
What? Why were they not
just sat
asked?
there.
Were they just like,
Well, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't go back to their country, so they literally just sat in limbo in this hotel. Like, they're not tourists or anything. They just sat in the. I was like playing cards with them like every day before Tom came and everything.
You became their agent.
But then, so basic and like
That's a horrible situation. That,
every
Oh,
night
yeah,
they had
so
these
it's
girls
awful,
come into the
isn't it?
thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's a
they
shame,
were like
Yeah.
they were proper sex pests, weren't they?
he was a bit. One of them was a bit weirder than the other one. Like
Like they
They
were
were
like.
like got in Nepal, like, oh yeah, fuck this, let's go.
But so on the last night in the Kathmandu before we went to Chitman,
Kind of sounds like a good thing they didn't get to Europe, to be honest.
well,
These sex
I thought
pests.
they were going to go to New Zealand, and
Yeah.
I said that last thing
New
I said
Zealand?
to Steve before we left was like, there was no way on God's green earth that either one of them are making it to any other country. They're getting caught at any border they try and get into.
Instantly.
They couldn't even get into Romania. I was like, how are you planning on getting into England or New Zealand?
so one of them's in Malaysia now.
No, fuck.
Because I'm following him on Instagram.
Oh God,
He's working.
is he gonna watch this now?
Maybe.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's coming here for you.
Slander.
One's in Malaysia and one got sent back to Bangladesh.
Oh, Nightmare, he lost his pal.
Yeah. But basically, Tom was ill that night, so and I went down to the bar, and like them two were there with
goon.
Dev and Ram, and it basically turned into like a big party because like they realised it was my last night, so like the drinks were out. Ram started playing like loads of music. He was playing like fucking "We Will Rock You" and everything. I'm surprised you didn't hear it
I
all.
could hear it.
Like the
I was gonna
music
come down, but I
blasting.
said, fuck that.
We're all like drinking, singing. I was like,
down there.
it's the most surreal experience ever with these
Having
like
a big
two
laugh.
illegal immigrants. Tom's fucking dead upstairs.
I'm not going
It's
down
me
there.
last night in Kathmandu before I come back.
That's class.
You text me, somebody's like, you coming down? Someone's playing ACDC. I was like, nah, mate, fuck
I'm
that.
done.
Someone getting trafficked. You best come down, kid.
I had my guitar as well. Like we were all like
Shredding.
taking pictures. You know, like each person was like taking picture with the guitar, like pretending like they were musicians. It was so
What, was everyone just humming?
like nearly, yeah. It was like it just turned into a big part, like a silly party.
What, was there no other guests?
No, there was nobody there.
I'm convinced
Oh,
it was
nice.
like the shine in this. You know, there's no one else in this hotel apart from me and Steve.
Just you.
Well,
And this
well,
Bangladeshi politician.
When I came back after like Chitwan and Pokhara was like the it started picking up.
Oh yeah.
So there was like people actually in the
Oh.
and it was a different vibe then altogether.
Oh,
For me
they have
first
to go
experience, yeah.
serious.
Oh, good stuff.
So basically that was the last night in in Kathmandu for a while for
That's
me.
class. Though. That's a good time to go. Isn't it? There's no one there. Just fuck around
It was
with
like
the
the
locals.
shining, yeah.
Yeah. Big empty hotel.
Yeah,
So then that's when we went to Chitwan.
yeah.
4-hour drive on the bus. Got to Chitwan. The when we got off the bus, that was crazy, wasn't it? With all the people gathered around us. Remember, because
Oh,
we didn't
yeah.
know who was supposed to pick us up.
Yeah, yeah.
We got off the bus. It's like in the middle of fucking like nowhere,
Getting hounded.
and there's all these like taxi drivers from different resorts
Oh right, yeah.
who were there, and they're like literally as we step off. I haven't like picked up my bags off the bus. Like 20 people came and surrounded us all, like as close as you can get.
Yeah, like inches away from you. I told all of them to fuck off.
Yeah, and like all of them was saying like
Shouting at you.
yeah, where you going? Who you with? Who you? Come with us. Come with me. Come with me. We're like
That's so
this
funny.
horrific ride that we've just been on.
Like, give me a fucking minute, mate.
Like, fuck off. Fucking hell. If they stayed any longer, I would have punched one of them. I would have.
God,
I
that's
was
so
like,
funny.
what the
I
fuck?
imagine you two like pissed off
I
this
was
ride,
yeah,
and then they
yeah.
come flying in.
was-
Where you going?
We walked through them,
Oh,
didn't we?
that's funny.
Fuck off and got our bags.
Found the right guy.
And then I got me,
Your
um,
guy's just chilling
Yeah,
somewhere.
he
Hi, mate.
was one of the quieter
Yeah, it
ones,
was sound. I got like I had like the paper documents for like the resort we were staying at. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's this one. And then as soon as I pulled it out, because they're all
Yeah.
surround us, they're all like, oh, that's the one. And they got the guy who was supposed to pick us up. He came over and jumped in the back of his van.
Yeah.
So the place we went was called Rainbow Safari Resort in Chitwan. It is on the border of India.
Yeah.
I don't know if we went into India. You know when we went into the jungle on the
Possibly.
jungle tour.
Don't think it exists as a country part of that. Like, it's just.
So we went to this resort, and it was class, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a proper resort. You know, like
Was this one
Like-
same thing you were about before?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
that's,
got
yeah,
that,
yeah.
okay.
Like it was like bungalows, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ah.
And
What
like
were you
a
staying in?
garden with like hammocks
Nicest
and everything.
hotel we stayed in, probably.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Super chill. This is now in Chitwan. This place is like right in the jungle. It's
Yeah.
out. It's out the city. It's,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like farmers and just fucking.
Nice
all
and
you can hear
relaxing
is
now.
birds.
Rhinos. We found
You can
a
hear
rhino.
rhinos.
Found a rhino right
Someone's
outside
garden.
the hotel. Like literally 50 metres from the entrance of the hotel.
Wait, I think I saw.
Yeah,
was
it's on the video.
And then you pan and there's
Yeah.
just a rhino
The
chilling.
rhino 50
That is
50
bizarre.
metres from the
Yeah.
entrance to the front
That
door.
must be weird because you've never seen a rhino.
Yeah.
And then there's just one chilling. That no one's bothered.
Apparently they walk through the village. Like
Yeah.
it's not uncommon for them to just walk up and down the high street.
little
Is it-
village.
Is it not dangerous?
I think they are. They
I
say
think they are
like
dangerous,
be
yeah.
wary of them.
Like, they'll shark-
don't wind them up.
Hopefully it slap its ass.
balls.
Don't
Your
feed
rhino
them.
tipping later
Yeah,
night.
So we got there, didn't we? On the first day. What did we do on the first day?
Went to that weird assembly, cultural.
Was that on the first day? Was it? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, because the two Korean lads didn't want to go.
Ah, yeah,
So
yeah,
then you went.
yeah.
It was too much for them.
Too
was
much for them.
So it was like
Yeah.
it was a culture show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was that the dancing?
I think it was class though. At the same, as weird as it was weirdly class at the
Everyone
same
was
time.
smashed. Yeah, everyone was like on the cans of tube organ. It
Yeah.
was like this weird assembly with loads of kids running around dressed
Like
as
families going
peacocks.
watching these like
hammered.
yeah, everyone's
these
just hammered and
people
stoned as well,
dancing.
probably.
they were all dancing, weren't they? It was like basically like a big dance,
Mm.
like in this
Yeah,
hall.
that's on the thing, isn't it?
On the I've got the videos. Yeah, the videos on the vlog.
I was like, are you in a school?
It
here?
looked like,
looked-
it looked like
What
a
the
school.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looked like a school
It
assembly.
sounded
but
like a
we-
school as
we
well.
just got told to go. I was like,
Yeah.
well, go to this cultural assembly. It's one of the best things around. It's like, yeah, we'll go on then. But
Yeah, you
like-
got to go to that. It's
like
like
a
a
fella-
cultural thing.
Oh, it's-
like,
it's worth
selling
going in a way.
beers outside.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
Was
go
it-
on
is that what
then.
they drink? Tuborg.
Tuborg,
Tuborg
yeah.
is one of the drinks
Yeah,
there.
they love it. Yeah, they love it. Yeah,
Fair enough.
But that was a bizarre experience.
that was alright. Yeah.
And then the second day, we got up early for the crocodile, alligator, crocodile
whatever it was,
yeah.
canoe. So we go down, don't we, to the river and get on the canoe and go down the river. How long? It was like a few hours, wasn't it? In the morning.
They got pretty close as well, didn't they? I'd say the closest one, closest one was probably 7 or 8 foot away. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it what was it like a dodgy canoe? Were you like,
oh yeah,
a wooden canoe.
Jesus.
It's gonna fall apart whilst
It's about 10 people in it.
Yeah.
That's what you want, though, isn't it? You want like
an
a bit of danger.
Inch above water.
Yeah.
It's only just honestly.
Look like it's about to sink.
One wave and it's all over.
Yeah.
That was surreal. That going down the river in the morning.
Yeah, that
like you
sounds
see all
amazing,
the birds and everything. It's in the jungle. No like cars or
That was dead
anything.
nice. We had the first night, so you had a drink on the like the Lake Bay or whatever you call it.
At the end of the village.
There's just everyone's having like a barbecue and stuff like that. And I'm having a Summersby, and there's a
we had two Korean friends.
Korean fellas, yeah.
They were on the package with us.
And there's
These
a crocodile literally about on the other side of the river.
Just chilling.
Everyone's just happy as Larry.
Yeah.
There's a bar
Dogs
there,
running
dogs
around.
running around. Everyone's having like barbecued meats on like skewers.
Bit of crocodile. And
yeah. Well, I said, did you not eat it? It's like, oh no, we don't eat that.
No, I don't. Leave him alone.
Why? There's loads of them.
It's bloody loads.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I wonder why they don't eat them.
Don't know.
Must be nice, isn't it?
Still eating
It's not
dalma.
bad.
Still eating curry. I think it was crocodile.
I had it in America once. It's not nice at all.
They're tough.
It's like dead fishy.
Oh, is it?
It's fishy, yeah. It's like fishy porn.
Something fishy about that.
But I mean, I think they should be eating them, to be honest with you. But
You may as well.
Maybe there's not.
Well,
enough
clearly
of
they
them.
don't need it.
Maybe they don't. No.
Mate, I think
Plus, that's probably all the tourism gone.
Well,
If he's not eating them,
maybe
is
if
it?
they had some all, then there's no tourists or whatever.
But if there was a choice for you to eat a bit while you were there,
I'd have it.
you'd have
All right, yeah.
Like, oh, there's one we got yesterday.
Yeah, I'd do some rhino
on
if it was knocking about.
Yeah, a bit of elephant. A bit of tusk.
Remember we was going walking around looking for rhinos, and there's we're walking around looking for rhinos.
Weird
Yeah.
on foot.
Literally.
And then the guy was like,
Oh, this was after the canoe, didn't it?
yeah, after we got on the canoe.
Pulled up the canoe, and you walked through the jungle back to. We walked to the elephant bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this what you're on about here? When we're walking through?
When he was trying to get me to eat a magic mushroom
Yeah.
that came out of a rhino shit.
Yeah, they're just like there everywhere.
Yeah, there's like these.
Was it like in the shit?
Yeah, like, so they go, oh, this rhino shit. He's like, eat that, it's psychedelic. I was like, I don't.
Eat that. Oh, I think
This is when I was coming round from my food poison.
Yeah.
I was like, mate, I'm not doing that.
Throw
But
that in your dalba.
we met those Australians the day after, didn't we? And they said they both ate, and they said like it genuinely.
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
genuine is legit. Like it's not
Yeah.
like a wind up.
Rhino shit.
They ate one. It was like tripping a bit or whatever.
That's fucking. Oh, you should have. You should have had it
With these two Korean lads.
Mushroom,
Yeah, I get that.
a mushroom coming out of shit. Isn't it?
It's like glistening.
Laughing
Like
at us.
something like Ace Ventura or something.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, didn't do that. Avoided that.
So we walked from there, walked through the mushrooms to the elephant place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like an elephant resort. No, it seemed dodgy.
A
That
little bit dodgy. Yeah.
like they were chained up.
Oh, it seemed like quite cruel.
I don't like.
They were trained for bad behaviour, but then when I said to him like what they done wrong, he said they were going eating food when they weren't meant to be. And so I was like, what they're doing, like
Yeah,
what
it's
they,
a
what they-
wild animal.
doing what they should be doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Eating food. That's terrible.
Like I haven't looked into it, but I know there's some elephant resorts, isn't there, around the world that are like helping.
ethical or whatever.
Yeah, and then there's some that are dodgy.
conservation ones. That
Yeah,
are like
yeah. Now I'm not sure if that one that we went to. I'm not sure which one
If
it
I
was.
was taking a wild guess, I would say it probably isn't.
Yeah.
If they're chained,
Seemed
if
a
they're
bit-
getting punished,
Mm.
chained
There
up.
was a
probably
few like out wild though,
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
there's
there?
quite a lot of them knocking about. There's one walking down. That
Yeah,
video
one
I've got
walking
on
down the
blog.
street.
One walking down the street, and there's someone on it. And there's this like bus that can't get around the corner because there's an elephant.
Fucking
in the way.
elephant in the way.
I asked him how much. Do he said? What did he say now? 32 grand.
Something like that, yeah.
32 grand because he converted
Big
it from
elephant.
rupees. That's not cheap. That is it. I was like,
Big elephant.
yeah,
Yeah,
big
well, it's not going to be cheap, is it? An elephant.
32 grand's a lot though, isn't it?
Wait, do they sell them?
I'm not sure.
He said you could buy one off one of these fellas. Is what I think. Is
Why
what
they
he
just
said.
flogging elephants?
I think you could buy anything
Anything
off
for-
anything,
anything
that
for
anyone
sale.
there
Oh,
in that
that's what you want,
country.
yeah. Try and get that through customs. Fucking elephant. For like me case.
That's how long it take you to walk it as well. It's 10
You're
years
sat on it, going into the airport.
just to get pulled
Nothing to
over.
declare.
Pulled over at Dover.
Yeah.
20 year journey. Yeah, but yeah, they're not cheap. Like
Was that a weird
That was a bit
experience
weird. Yeah.
seeing just elephants?
It was weird seeing
Wandering
that.
on the
around.
street, elephants and rhinos on the street. That was
is
weird.
so,
Yeah.
I've never seen them in zoo. I'm guessing you've
Yeah.
only seen
Yeah.
them in zoos. To
Seen
like
them
one,
like
so.
wild like that. And then we went in. I think was it the day after or the same day? It was later on when we went to the actually into the national park.
Yeah, on
On like a truck, Range Rover truck thing,
Yeah.
like a safari tour
Yeah.
where you're on the truck and he's driving through the jungle, stopping at all the animals.
Proper safari.
Like loads of lemurs and stuff, like those little things on Madagascar.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
climbing around.
Loads of them knocking them out.
What do we see?
Julius.
See like a big boar.
Yeah, loads of
Some
boars,
rhinos,
loads
deer.
of rhinos, loads of deers.
Deer.
Didn't see any tigers.
Tigers
wasn't
were
there?
all apparently not the right time of year for them or something like that.
Yeah.
I think they said, wasn't it?
Well, they're fucking solid to spot
That's
anyway,
what I
even
said.
if it is the time of the year.
They
you
could have
can't
been.
even
They could
see
have been
'em.
everywhere, and we just didn't see them. They
Yeah.
don't want. If they don't want you to see them, you're not seeing them. Are you?
So weird how well they blend in.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the fucking
Orange.
bright orange.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was good. And then what? Then we left. Did we leave the day after that? And went
Yeah,
to
the third day to Pokhara.
Pokhara, which took about 4 hours.
Yeah, another 4 hours, and that drive was dreadful
Just
as well.
as bad.
Oh,
yeah.
was it the same?
Well,
Like that was painful.
Once you get like within half an hour of the city, it was all right, wasn't it? But the other 3 hours was just
Yeah.
shambles.
Just sell a few of them elephants and get some
Took
tarmac
the
on the go.
So that was we did 3 days in Chitwan in this jungle, and then we get to Pokhara, and like on the first day we pull up, don't we? That was when we had the that milkshake on the drive. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Like we stopped halfway through in the middle of nowhere. There was like a dodgy milkshake bar, wasn't there? And them 2 Australians. There's
That's where we
another
found
2
them,
Australians
yeah.
as well on the bus.
Yeah.
We were talking to them, weren't we? When
Said
they
his
were
family
eating.
from Liverpool or something like that. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he
A weird
did, yeah.
coincidence. Yeah,
But like we went. So this is like deep into the drive, fucking living off curries and stuff. And there's a milkshake bar, wasn't there?
Mm.
And I was like, oh,
but
fucking.
like Casper's or something in the middle. Like,
And it was.
Big dessert restaurant.
Oh, I'm not joking. It was
Can I get a waffle,
it
please?
was the
mate?
best milkshake I've ever had in my life. It was some like fucking shack.
What flavour was it?
I had like an Oreo one.
mm.
Oh, it was
What?
so
I'm
nice.
not,
Yeah.
I'm not expecting that.
Literally
Oreo.
just in the middle of nowhere in this like shacks of fucking rice huts and
And
everything.
all these Oreos shipped over.
I that's like ingrained in my mind, that milkshake.
That whole
Was it
like
good?
road does it. You can stop in quite a lot of places when on your journey, like, but I think it's just like one road, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you can't turn off this road because there wouldn't be anything on it. It's just literally one road that
Yeah.
goes from Pokhara to Kathmandu.
It's like the main road through Nepal, isn't it?
And it's like
But-
half built.
If you turn off, you're just like you're in the mountains.
Yeah, you just-
You're in like fucking mountain towns,
It's not
just
even
like.
a path. It's just like
No. No.
So we got to Pokhara, however they say it,
It's like being in a completely different country, wasn't it?
instantly.
Yeah, it's like,
Complete different from Kathmandu. Like
seems so much more.
Yeah,
like,
is this like a mountain?
so
place?
chilled. No, this was like on
What's
the
this
on
now,
the lake,
Oh yeah,
the lakeside.
Yeah.
It was some parts felt like you're on the like a med
yeah, it
in the
feels
Mediterranean town,
Really?
just on the side of like the sea, but obviously it was a big lake, because it was like touristy,
yeah.
and they had like proper roads, proper paths, and like proper shops.
Ah.
So nobody was coming out pestering you.
No,
They've done it all.
It was dead quiet, and it was like clean.
yeah.
Oh, it was just completely different.
Must have been. I mean, obviously, I think
So more chilled.
so much more money probably knocking about there, but
Yeah,
I don't know. It felt like you was in a different country.
yeah, completely different.
Yeah, but it was obviously still Nepal.
Just a big tourist thing then.
But it wasn't
But
like
it was chilled.
It wasn't too touristy.
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
like where you think they'd probably go on holiday. Like,
Oh yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
it wasn't like, you know, like I don't know, like Blackpool is like too touristy, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
shit because
So-
it's shit
something like
because
that,
of the tourists.
Yeah.
But that Pokhara is like
No.
perfect. Like I could live there.
there still
I
wasn't.
could have lived there.
Yeah, I probably could as well. There still wasn't that many. I mean, we met a couple of Westerners, didn't we? But there wasn't many.
Yeah, there wasn't that
A
many.
couple of Danish, I think I heard overheard,
Yeah.
and then maybe a couple of Australians. But apart from that, everyone was Nepali. Weren't they?
Yeah,
It was probably well better as well because you've been in Kathmandu.
yeah, we've like
So
had our
then you get
fucking
in this
head
like,
blasted.
yeah,
Clean
more
the mind.
chill place, and you're like, oh, this is fucking
We
heaven.
went straight into like well, the first thing we did was have that. Was it a pizza or something in that?
Oh yeah, big pizza.
But we had a game of pool and then a big pizza in that. Was it like barbecue steakhouse or something like that?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, that was it.
Oh yes.
It was like an actual genuine place, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Sending like serving
Oh yeah,
proper
the
food.
standard of food in the poker was unbelievable.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Probably.
So we were in there, weren't we? And then there's like that drunk guy in the middle of the
He
street.
weren't drunk. He was on like some sort of fucking.
He was
Crap.
fucking
You had
Yeah.
them mushrooms, that
Yeah.
shit mushrooms.
He was on the Milky
He
Way.
was on a roundabout. First roundabout and only roundabout
Yeah.
I think I saw it in Nepal actually.
Only functioning
He
roundabout.
was just running round this roundabout, stopping all the traffic.
Yeah.
Was he? What, was no one stopping him?
Yeah, it's some security guard went out
Oh
to try
yeah,
and
with
do him in.
the piece of wood,
Yeah,
didn't
big
he?
plank of wood. Tried to do him in.
He's always doing it. Oh, you again?
We're sat from the balcony watching, eating our
Laughing.
pizza.
But This is great. This.
And then we got in a canoe, didn't we?
Yeah, little canoe van.
Yeah.
Just popped to the
Which
canoe.
Yeah.
I think I've got the prices here for the canoe. I kept the receipt, which is like, it was ridiculous prices, wasn't it, Tom?
Was it all day or something? We was in the.
Like the whole day. Here we go. The whole day was 400 rupees, which is 400 rupees
£1.50 or so. Is it?
is about. Oh no, it's about £3.
£3.
So that was for
Yeah,
a
for a
whole
full
day
day,
on a
it's good,
canoe
that, isn't
on
it?
a lake.
Mm.
So if we split that between two people, what's that? Huh?
It was £3 for both of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like think if you, round here or in Europe and you've got a big lake,
Windermere.
it'd be like fucking 50 quid for an hour to rent a boat, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think I
think-
paid like a tenner for an hour.
They trust
Tenner
you.
for an hour.
They trust
Oh,
you
is
with
it
just like this
fast?
canoe though, which is
6
weird. Like
quid?
you just
Yeah.
like, and you just leave it wherever you want, and you just like come back and get it later on.
You just
got
gotta drop it off.
and then jump back on. So you could go on it for a few hours, go somewhere else, go have something to eat, go back on it, and then go do whatever, then go back on it, and
Oh, that's well
Yeah.
good.
As long as you drop it off at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
I'm guessing this lake's massive.
Oh, it's
You can just go on for
it's
like
bigger than
miles.
Windermere.
oh, it's massive. We went fishing
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Catch
Yeah.
anything?
I did not.
Oh, I caught a few. Yeah,
Stayed in
yeah.
a few days
yeah.
later,
A few
I think.
nibbles.
Yeah, so we're on the boat, weren't we? Just fucking chilling, like, wow, this is the life.
Yeah.
Relaxing. What else were we doing? Is that when we went to like the oh no, that was a few days after, wasn't it?
Which the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unlike that on the lake, you can canoe halfway through it, and then there's a big temple on like an island in the middle of it. So
Or
Yeah.
just hop off your
went
canoe.
up there, yeah. Found a couple of locals just doing the daily walk, going like back to his house or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Just flying up this mountain. Found this like 12-year-old trying to sell us weed.
Yeah, he was literally
Yeah.
like 12.
Yeah, they left
buy
it.
weed?
He's like, so, yeah, come on, mate, why not? And then he's like,
Tom's game for
I'm
everything.
gonna leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave this bag of milk with you, so you know
Yeah.
I'm not joking. So me and Stu waiting on top of this like temple.
With a bag of
Yeah,
milk.
with a bag of milk.
The bag of
in
milk.
like the boiling hot sun as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like bubbling away.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like, what? I was like, mate, why don't you just take it with you? He's
I
like,
know.
no, just so you know I'm coming back.
Wait, that would make me less convinced he's coming back. Like, you're having me on here, give me a bag of milk.
because he went all the way down and then got a canoe to the other side, the lakeside, to
Fucking
get this
hell.
bag of milk, and then came back. There's no way he was giving up that bag of milk.
Yeah.
anytime. So that was-
Oh, right, okay.
So like, that was a commodity to him. It probably took him half an hour to get the bag of milk.
fresh.
When we
Grows it.
that was weird, that temple at the top as well.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like how long was the walk? Like an hour walk.
That's a good hour, yeah.
Up
He did
like-
it for a bag of milk.
Yeah. We get to the top of this temple. It's like a peace temple, isn't it? Or something.
Yeah.
It's massive, just at the top of this mountain, like in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
So then we
Like-
have to take your shoes off and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, and it
they're
was
all
soaking.
smoking
Soaking
weed.
as well.
Like someone was like obviously watered the plants or something. So the whole
Dropped a
floor
bag
was
of milk
wet.
all over the fucking... That's why he'd gone. He dropped his...
Milky socks.
Oh.
That was bizarre being up there though. You could look out over the lake and then over the city.
Was that not nice, that, though? Nice
Yeah, it was nice.
wet,
Oh, yeah.
wet floor. Get your feet wet.
Thought about that, but it was.
Or do you have your socks on?
Yeah.
You had your socks on?
Well, we were just fucking mooching around.
Didn't know what to do. Done all the customs.
Whip your socks off.
It was good though. Then yeah, went back down, then went back up to. Can't remember what we did that night. Probably just went out for a wander. But
Yeah, we were every night there we mooched around, like,
Yeah,
because there was
covered-
loads of bars,
covered some
decent
land, like,
bars.
yeah.
So we just mooched around at all the different bars. Like
reggae bar was good.
that was good. The reggae bar,
Reggae bar?
selling like cocktails. We were having the cocktails,
yeah,
weren't we?
cocktails and reggae bar.
Sounds
Winning.
alright, the bars over there sound
That-
pretty
that's
good.
nice,
Like,
yeah.
It sounds good, quite quality
That
bars.
busy bee was watching.
Busy Bee.
Lots of bit of that one. Is it one?
One.
MMA.
The you know the other one, not UFC. The big one.
Muay Thai
Muay
fighting.
Thai,
Yeah.
MMA, all
Oh,
that.
is that what it is?
One championship.
Yeah, yeah.
Smashing
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other's head in on.
That was
Oh, they had that on
class.
the
They
TV.
had that blast. And then
Actually, watch Man City
yeah,
versus
Man U.
Man United.
Oh no, it was Man City, wasn't it?
Was it Man City?
Watch one big match there. Yeah.
It's
You,
kicking
on
off.
the thing, you watch United on.
Was it United?
Oh yeah.
But I don't know what point that is.
That was a
I
good
think-
bar, that busy bee actually. If anyone's in that neck of the woods, get that
Yeah,
busy
get to
Bee's
Busy
good.
Bee.
And the
Get
reggae
over
bar. Opposite each other, aren't
Yeah,
they?
literally
Give or
opposite
take.
the road. That whole street, the main
Yeah.
street, like on the lakeside. It's like on the lakeside. It's just full of like
Oh, yeah, it's all-
chilled bars.
All kinds, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? The Rolling Stones with the live music. That
was
good
the
as well.
same as like Purple Haze in Kathmandu. You know the
Probably
one we were
wasn't
saying
as-
about.
Wasn't as good as Purple Haze, probably, was it?
Not as good, but it was still like,
Still up
what the
there.
fuck's this
Good,
doing
they
here?
have live music like every night.
Every night, yeah.
Every bar has like
Every
live
bar has
music.
live music
Good
every
that,
night,
innit?
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good.
And all of, there was no one that was like You know, there's no one that was bad enough that would make you leave.
No.
They were just like, all right.
Everyone was all right.
They're all like proper bands. It's not, you know, here you get people who just fucking singing over a karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, it's shit, isn't it?
Oh, that
Some
would be
of the-
funny if they had karaoke.
Yeah.
Though, well, I was saying
And
to
you
him,
just get up.
that's the one thing they're missing there.
Bit of
There's a
karaoke.
You
karaoke.
could open a karaoke bar there.
Karaoke. Mackey's as well, that's what he said, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
there's no Mackies.
No
Oh,
McDonald's.
fucking Mackies.
They didn't even.
You don't need that.
They don't have
They don't
McDonald's.
even have fucking bottles of milk.
Some of the girls I was talking to, like each one I said like about Mackies, didn't even know what it was.
Oh,
I had to
good,
I had to
good.
Google
Good
a
on them.
Mackies to show. I was like, fucking
You know
hell.
those like t-shirt shops that were saying were selling like shitty t-shirts. There was one of them that said mixed shit.
Yeah, big shit.
Oh, you should have got
I'm
that.
gonna get one.
With like, you like the M logo.
I flapped it. Did you get one of them?
No,
I was gonna get one.
Yeah, we were saying about getting it. Didn't we?
Oh, that'd be that. You should have got that. That'd be
I
fun.
got the Dalbat Power 24-hour one.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I should have worn that here actually.
Yeah, that's good that though. They don't have Mackies. I like that.
Yeah.
Because
I
like,
think it's
fuck,
'cause
imagine if you went over there, there was a Mackie. You'd be like, oh,
Well, I
what
think
the
they have them in
fuck's
India,
this?
don't they? I'm sure they have Mackies in India.
Yeah, they
Don't
do.
they have it everywhere? Apart from Nepal.
Yeah.
But
They even have it in Russia.
they don't have. they've had a big
Not anymore, they
kick off.
don't.
Like,
Oh,
I think, yeah.
Have they got rid of it?
They don't have any
They
more.
got their own version of it, which apparently is identical. but-
Mixed shit.
Like shit. But they don't eat. I said they don't eat beef, do they? So I think that's why they don't have them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but India has them. They have all just chicken.
Do they? Yeah.
Or
oh yeah. Buffalo.
paneer.
Paneer.
Stuff.
Paneer.
I think.
Paneer Big Mac.
That'd be alright, that, you know.
Yeah, but if you went there and you go to some dead nice place, quaint place, and there's a temple and that, and there's a fucking
No,
no,
Mackey's
no.
bottle
'Cause
on the
after-
floor or something, you're like,
after,
oh.
After a few days, you do crave something like that. Like we had Dalbat for like a week, didn't we? And it was
Yeah.
just like, I
Yeah, after a few
really,
days.
really want a burger.
Yeah.
But if you got there first and you're like, oh, there's a Mackey's there.
I know what you mean, like
And
singing
there's
just a big Mackies.
wrapper on the floor, you're like, oh, fuck off.
Like
Even
KFC,
Mackey's have
KFC
got it.
everywhere though. They had loads of KFCs.
Oh,
Pizza
did
Huts.
They had a
Did they?
KFC in Kathmandu and Pokhara, yeah.
Oh.
But they were small.
Oh, right, fuck it, they made a lot of
They were
Mackeys.
small though. It wasn't like
Little fella.
It was just like
Really?
it was like
Went to Hard Rock Cafe as well. Yeah,
they had it under then in Kathmandu.
Yeah, Kathmandu.
That was one of the best places we've
That
been
was
there.
hell to that, yeah. Had a good burger in there.
Yeah, but yeah, in Pokhara we basically chilled them first days, didn't we? Just
Yeah.
going around the bar. Then on the second day I went to the gym. That's when you went and
I
had
did
your
not.
massage
Yeah.
covered in oil.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
you went for a
Covered in
massage?
I mean, neck was like broken. It was like
Yeah,
sort of my
you
neck out.
had like your
And then-
sore back,
and
didn't
then
you?
just someone went and then like fucking somehow made it worse.
You came out like covered in oil, going, "Oh, my back's worse."
Yeah,
Oh, they didn't like get it off you?
yeah. yeah.
Oh, it's dead hot and you're covered in oil.
Did not recommend that to anyone.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
we know what kind of massage you got there, so.
No, they
Wonder why your back was hurting, eh?
They were
It wasn't a normal massage.
Yeah, they
was
were
it?
frying him. That's why he was covered in oil.
Behind the KFC, this place.
But yeah, where we was staying in the Hotel Sublime. That was decent. That place. That
Yeah, it was a
hotel.
nice hotel. Yeah,
Nice and cheap. It was like £12 a night.
yeah.
Something like
It was like probably one of the main ones. I think it was quite
Yeah.
like a big apartment block, wasn't it? But it was actually quite well
Yeah.
done up.
Well, they like the rooms. They just like bog standard.
Just normal
Two
hotel
beds.
rooms.
So,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, the toilets are weird. That's something that I probably would bring up, aren't they? So, you know, like, they have like a tap in all like toilets, which is like, I think it's
Like a
do you
bidet?
wash your ass. Like,
Oh yeah, they had bidets and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but there's no basin. It's just a tap that you
Yeah,
like
you just do that.
fire up your ass.
Oh yeah,
I
they
think.
just have a tap,
So I
like
didn't
like
use that,
like a
'cause-
hose.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't all use toilet paper, I think they said.
Yeah, of
So you
course
just
they don't. You're lucky you
blast
even got a toilet, not just a fucking like hole.
Yeah,
That's what they
there was
use,
a lot
isn't
of holes everywhere,
There's a
wasn't
few
there?
holes. I never
it? But
used
you're not
one.
tempted to use one.
No,
no.
no.
Oh,
Get in
fuck
there,
that.
splash a bit of
We're
lake on you.
I made sure I always
We're
had toilet
British.
paper. Like,
So and then one of the days went fishing. We were mooching around, weren't we? Went to Crazy Gecko.
oh yeah,
That was like at the end of the lake. That was
What's
like a
that?
proper good gaff. That
Mm.
Is that
Like-
a bar? Another bar?
it was like a tiki bar style, like on the lake. So you
Yeah.
could lie down on like these lounges. That's like going out into the lake.
Oh, aye.
Have like cocktails and like chilled out there.
Jerk chicken wrap.
Yeah,
This
Right.
place sounds this fucking well
yeah,
good. This
yeah,
place.
yeah, it's belting.
I'd
But I feel like you have to experience Kathmandu before this
to
place.
appreciate it as
Yeah.
well.
You have
I
to-
think if
you
you
have
went
to go
straight
as well.
there, it'd be like,
I'd go back there and live there.
I could live there. Yeah.
no. I mean, you say that now, but you get bored.
I wouldn't want to do the flight from Kathmandu to Pokhara. I just
No.
don't trust that flight enough. I think that's the main issue. There's no way you could drive 8 hours to get there every time.
8 hours is not bad.
It's for a drive.
I've done
No,
6 hours down to London.
No,
on
this-
the megabus.
this is-
I mean,
this
that's
is-
on nice roads. Though.
Yeah, this is on no roads. But yeah, we were at that Crazy Gecko walking back, weren't we? And we seen like a fishing sign.
Angling shop or something.
Like, 'cause we didn't even think to do fishing until we seen the sign.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's fucking do fishing. So we asked the guy. He took us out. Was it the day after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rented some rods off him and what was it like? He said chicken feed. That's what he used to.
That's what we
as bait,
used. Yeah.
chicken
really?
feed.
Patted it together, launching it in the lake. That was class. That just chilling in the
He
lake.
said sometimes like he said you go a few days without catching some, but then obviously some days you can catch it.
Yeah, how
once.
many times did you go? Twice?
I only went once. I
Or
think.
do you only go once?
Mm.
Yeah, we did that. That was class in the sun.
Mansir and carp, I think he said, in the lake.
Yeah, Mansia.
I bet they've got some massive fucking
Yeah, he says they get
things in there.
they
He
get
said
big.
it's like
monsters.
He showed us a photo of one, didn't he? And it was God knows how many pounds.
I was like, what the
Like a
fuck?
whale.
How can you even lift that up?
Wrestle.
fed a family of 20.
Well, he catches everything he catches.
You
Like
eat
he
it,
eats,
like,
like
yeah.
everything I caught.
Or sell it to
Like
the
I
fishing
ate.
man.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, that's how it
Good way
should
to do
be.
it.
But I
Yeah.
suppose it's not. I suppose over here you're eating from the canal. It's fucking shit, isn't it?
I mean, it's
You're poisoning yourself.
Yeah, but so's it's probably shite in that lake though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sewer's
Probably
going
just
straight
as bad,
into it.
innit?
Yeah. Just the laws don't exist. Like I can't go to, the Clegg and eat a carp out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's illegal, but it's not illegal there because there's no law on it.
No one cares, yeah.
And then
Fish.
one night we went to the movie garden,
Yeah, that's good.
which is one of the best
Oh.
bars I've been to as well.
Mm.
So that's basically like a projector on the side of the mountain, isn't it? With a massive screen and loads of seats. Actually, people should Google it if they're listening.
It's like an outdoor cinema, isn't
An
it?
outdoor cinema
basically.
bar, and it's fucking class. You pay like what? How much do you pay to get in? It's like 300. It's 100 rupees, 60p or
Was
something.
it
to get in.
Django? Was it Django on the day after? I left?
Yeah, I
Oh,
watched Django.
You gotta read that out. Are you giving a lineup?
So the lineup that when we were there was wait, what did we watch? When
It finished by the time we got there.
oh yeah,
Oh,
I watched the
nightmare.
films. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like they have like a live set of like Stevie Nicks or something on after the
they
film.
Have, yeah, they have
Live-
music after the film as well.
like live concerts or something
Fucking
after
hell.
the movie.
The
Like they just play it on the
Just
screen.
play like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get
whatever
it.
at Glastonbury.
You can order-
97
Fucking hell, that's
or-
good, isn't
You can order
Yeah.
pizza as well. So
Yeah.
while you're watching the film,
It's got a
like
pizza
they
call,
deliver pizza to your table.
Is it outside? Or you
Yeah,
inside?
but it's like under a roof, but it's
Oh, yeah,
outside.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking so
Was
good.
good in there.
The week that Tom left, the lineup was Coda, which I'm not sure what that is.
I've no idea.
Then
what it is.
Little Buddha with Keanu Reeves.
I've never seen
That was on the
Oh, I've
Tuesday.
never seen that.
Wednesday was Wild. You
I
know,
don't think
with
I've seen that either.
Reese
I've seen that,
Witherspoon.
no.
Thursday, Captain Fantastic
Oh, I've seen that.
with Viggo Mortensen.
I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
that either.
Friday, Django Unchained.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh,
Django. Yeah.
fuck it.
Saturday, 7 Years in Tibet.
Yeah, good film.
Oh, I need to watch that.
It's a good
It's on my
film,
list.
actually, that,
And
yeah.
Sunday, finish off with The Beach.
Oh,
That's a
yeah,
good
that
film as well. Blow
I
your
think,
mind.
like they're top films as well. Like
Yeah.
some random bar.
And
like,
you pay like fucking 60p to get in to watch it.
fucking hell.
Cool bar though. I mean,
And the guy,
he's sounded that fella.
Niku. Yeah,
No
Niku.
idea.
He was,
He was sounding. Yeah.
the guy who was like...
Is he the owner or just barman?
I think he was the barman. I got talking to the owner as well. I can't remember his name, but he was sound as well. That's if you're ever in Poker, that's the place to
They're down
go.
there.
It's fucking class. Every night there's a good film. In the dark, get a nice pizza.
I think you should say your story about watching Django, Steve. I think that's what the people want to hear.
Yeah, so I went to watch Django on my own.
Was it? I wasn't there then.
Yeah, it was when Tom left. This on the Friday. I don't know which. Went to watch Django, and I haven't watched Django in a long time. And I always rate Django as like
Yeah, it's a good film.
Like,
One of the best
the best
right?
films, and it hit me so hard, and I started crying.
Oh no.
I had tears coming from my eye. I know this sounds so weird. And like, the person thought I was having a panic attack.
Yeah.
No, you're just having a fucking quarter life
And
crisis.
he was like, "Are you
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Do you want to step out?"
Just
And
losing the plot.
I was just like, "No, I'm alright. It's just this film's too good." I'm like sat on my own eating pizza.
Don't
That
mind me,
is-
mate.
You
This-
told me that, and I was like, "You've lost it.
Yeah, I've
He's
gone.
gone. He's not coming back."
Maybe I was just too emotional for the whole thing. The whole thing just got me.
because Tom left, wasn't
Maybe
it?
it's that one, yeah.
All just got you choked up.
Maybe it's a pizza. It's just a heavy pizza. It's like you tell the chef, this is the best pizza I've ever had.
Weeping into it.
There's some good scenes in that Django, isn't there?
Oh, it's
You know,
class,
like
the whole
powerful
fucking film.
scenes.
I remember the first time watching that and being like,
Intense,
"Oh
yeah.
my
Fucking hell.
Sat there like in silence afterwards, like,
I've not
"Whoa."
seen it in a few years, like, but
You know what?
It's fucking so good.
Django.
Oh, it was the other one. I watched Pulp Fiction the week after as well.
in there.
Yeah, and I was saying, it was funny. My dad was like saying, "How come in the vlog says like the N word like 4 or 5 times, and I was like, what? Who says that? And then I realised, and I realised it was because I filmed the you know the Pulp Fiction scene where it's the where he's out the coffee, Tarantino. That scene. How good is that scene?
I'm gonna have to watch this second video.
What? Can you not? Should that get bleeps or something?
No, I don't think it's that bad, isn't it?
Oh, your dad was just asking.
Oh yeah, he was just saying like. I think he was like,
why have you included that?
Yeah. But I was like, what? And then I realised Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, it's a classic scene.
Oh, that's fucking so good. But yeah, that movie garden was sick, wasn't it? And it's funny when we walked to it. Like you had to walk through these like people's back gardens.
Yeah,
didn't
you thought I was having you on, didn't you? Because I was like, I found this decent place online. It's like in the middle of not like.
Wait, you know what was funny actually?
You thought you were just taking him on garden.
Tom was taking us to these places. It wasn't Tom's fault. I think it was just the time of the year, but like a lot of the places was dead, wasn't it?
Quite everywhere, wasn't
and I was like, "Fucking hell, Tom, why have you took me here?" So Tom was taking us to this movie garden, but we went through like the back, like going through people's
like someone's house, yeah,
like garden stuff to get to it. Cause it's on like it's up the hill a bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god, Tom, what are you taking to me here? What the fuck?" But then you get there and it's like,
oh yes,
you got to trust him. You got to put your trust in.
Trust the process.
There's no signs. There's no signs or anything like that. Just like
it's like pitch black as well.
At the end, there's like a little bloody. Someone's got like a little flashlight at the top, and that's it.
I was thinking this. How did you find?
It's on Google.
Yeah, we were just googling all these places.
What? It just said they walk through.
Yeah, let's go. Well, no, it says like it obviously has the directions. They get to this, like this point, and then just. Follow,
it's the only way you could go. Is like through people's gardens.
Yeah. Unless there's another way. There could have been another way in, and obviously with it being dark, it's twice as hard.
Yeah, it was pitch black. There was no lights.
You're like, whoa,
where are we going here? But yeah, that was class, going that movie garden. And then one of the days, when we went to the caves, wasn't it? Oh no, we went to the Gurkha Museum first.
Bat caves. Or the Gurkha Museum.
So I've got there the Gurkha Museum, which was in the centre of Pokhara, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
So went there and mooched around.
Bought ourselves a knife.
So we got this Kakori knife, which is a machete.
Yeah, it's a good.
How big's that blade?
It's a good 20-inch blade.
20-inch.
We'll take some pictures of it for you, for the listeners.
It's at least 20 inches, isn't it?
That's not 20-inch.
It is.
Tom's holding it.
It's like
Tom's wielding it out.
That's like 10, 12 inches.
Good foot and a half there.
It's a machete.
That's like
it's classed as a machete.
It is a very big knife, though. I will say that.
You wouldn't carry that out in public.
You should not be able to take it on an airplane.
I know.
Seem to not be bothered about.
So we both bought one of them each at the end. But that was class, and I like just reading about like the history of the Gurkhas. But the Gurkhas, you have to be from Gurkha, don't you?
Yeah.
And what's the saying they say is like,
forget now.
Better to die brave than live a coward or something like that.
Oh, I saw this on.
Yeah.
They're pretty intense soldiers, aren't they?
It just says better to die than be
a coward, live a coward.
Something like that, yeah,
they have loads of sayings, don't they? Like there's another one that someone told me.
That's a Gurkha saying.
There was one, and what was it? It was something like, I can't remember. Something to do with pain. But it was like class. When the guy told me, I was like, oh yeah, I could fucking go into battle, like saying that motto.
And it's no surprise that like they probably did so well, and the British wanted more help from them, whatever. Innit?
Fucking running around with machetes.
Yeah,
they were all like
Sherpas, aren't they? Like the Sherpas were often Gurkhas, weren't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Sherpas usually Gurkhas, but you had to be from Gurkha to be
to be in the Gurkha.
To be in the Gurkhas, yeah.
And they're all like they're all jacked, aren't they?
Like, huge, yeah.
Thick bodies.
Not
really?
tall, like just,
have all pictures
jacked,
of
them.
Yeah.
Like that's because they're used to climbing mountains.
Yeah,
every day,
literally that.
Yeah,
up and down the mountains, carrying stuff.
I'd like training onto that, and like
and they're eating so healthy.
Yeah, they're probably peak fitness, probably I'd say.
Yeah.
So that fellow, 14 Peaks, I forgot his name now.
Yeah,
I just need to watch that.
He's a Sherpa or whatever, wasn't he? Who moved to London or whatever. Wasn't he a Gurkha for a while as well?
Was he? Yeah.
I think he was, yeah. Well, obviously to climb Everest in the first place, you've got to be pretty fit. He did it in like 3 days or something daft like that, didn't he?
Was he on Rogan? He's on Joe Rogan, him?
He might have been.
'Cause I think
He's definitely a type of character who goes on the
he
road.
used to like just sneak out, didn't he? I think he was a.
He did all
'Cause he used
14
to run off.
Yeah.
biggest mountains in 9 months, was it, or something like that?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Fucking
Some
nuts,
stupid time like that.
Yeah, I could do that. Right?
I'll do that. Climb
Yeah,
up.
but that-
9 months.
Those mountain people are fucking
Yeah,
peak
fit
level.
like
Yeah,
that,
they're-
I mean, the
It's not even half of them, is it? And the
people,
they're just
people
looking back like, come on.
80-year-old men flying up it and then being
Oh,
steel,
what were you?
breathing our head off.
I was gonna say, what were your hikes? Were they hard? The hikes you were doing,
They're,
A little bit.
They're fairly steep. I think
or
if
was
you,
it more just like the heat and stuff?
it
Wasn't that hot?
No,
Well,
no.
actually, we should say about the weather. The weather was weird, wasn't it?
22 degrees or
About
something.
about like mid
Oh,
20s
it's just nice that.
in the day, but then at night, as soon as the sun goes in,
Quite cold. Yeah.
it drops. And I think I was looking. It's because the atmosphere is so thin; it doesn't
Yeah.
hold the heat.
Oh, it
As
just
soon as the
disappears.
as soon as the sun, you could be out like shorts and t-shirt. As soon as the sun goes down, you need like a
Gotta
coat,
put a fleece on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
even a hat. I bought a hat.
What's funny though is
UFC, yeah.
during the days where I was walking around in like shorts and a t-shirt,
Yeah,
and then you'd see like all the locals, you'd have like jeans, a fleece,
Yeah.
and
Coats
a
on and
jacket
that.
big
on.
bubble jackets.
And I was like,
You're just
you're not
flapping
cold
about.
too, mate. This is warm for us.
Yeah.
This is
so-
lovely. This.
soaking it up whilst I can. But then on the night they'd be like, not bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah, yeah.
freezing.
Freezing to death. You need your fleece.
Yeah, it's very weird. That I haven't experienced something like that. Like such
Did drop a lot.
difference drop
Yeah.
consistently.
Mm.
Well, when you left and I spent it got up to like 30 degrees.
Yeah.
I was enjoying in the sun.
Well, that's
So-
a bit.
Early
It's getting a bit
30s.
too hot for me.
Mm.
30
Yeah.
degrees gets a bit.
I'd
Oh,
burn up in that.
it's a
Burn
bit
up.
sticky out. Sticky out.
Sticky
that.
Still was going like cold though. The sun goes down, drop down to like 15,
Mm.
13, 15.
Yeah. Goes nice.
But anyway, yeah, we were at the Gherkin Museum, bought the knives, and then we went to the caves, didn't we?
Back cave.
They were just.
When you sent me a video of
Me getting
you
burnt.
trying to like squeeze with this guy, laughing me head off.
No health and
Getting
safety
pushed
there.
through
was
this
there?
Zero
No.
health and safety.
I squeezed out of a tiny crevice, didn't I? And as I
Yeah, what
said,
if you're stuck?
if
Well,
I
guess they
if I
drag
weighed
you out,
if I weighed about 5 stone heavier, I wouldn't have got through.
Yeah,
that.
you wouldn't have got. It's
Yeah.
proper caving, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was tight. I mean, I don't know what to. It's smaller than that gap there. What do you call that? About a couple of inches bigger than maybe a few foot wide, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a foot by foot.
Mm.
Yeah,
was
it looks like
squeezing out
Proper
of it, yeah.
squeeze.
So if you look on the vlog, you'll see the videos of Tom coming through.
Give it
But we went in 2 caves, didn't we? We went in one,
Mandhera or something.
Mandahev Cave, and that was just like a normal cave,
Yeah.
but still like caving. You had to like crawl through bits.
Yeah.
But it was as we were walking through, as we were walking at the entrance, a guy joined us, didn't he?
Yeah.
And said he'd take us, gave us like the light and everything.
Flashlights or whatever.
And there's no
What,
way.
just randomly, you just
Well, I think there's a load of people like sat outside.
oh waiting,
and they-
waiting for victims.
waiting for victims.
But the
wasn't
thing
it?
is,
Well,
we're
you needed him. Like,
yeah, we were saying like, yeah, he's not like trying to con you there because there's no way you could navigate them on
you
your own.
wouldn't have got out.
Does
You-
it go like? It's not just one route then. They go off into loads of different
I
directions.
don't, I
or
don't
is it just
know.
one
I
route?
think you could get stuck in there for a while if you weren't too
Yeah.
careful.
But
I
it's just one route. It's
I don't
just
think
one
you'd
path,
be.
though.
I don't think you'd.
I don't know. I think it does go off a little bit.
Or is it like you don't know? You wouldn't know which bits to climb.
Yeah,
through?
yeah, that's
You'd
it.
be like, well, the
I
fuck's
think you
the
just
dead
wouldn't,
end.
wouldn't be able to get out very easily. Because
Yeah.
there's no light, so you can't follow the light. Because
Oh yeah,
So
give you the lights.
yeah, so you've just got to
Yeah.
like.
you'd have an
You just
iPhone
have your
torch or
torch.
whatever, but
God, imagine if that.
died or
die,
something. Yeah,
yeah.
you'd just be
Oh
pitch
my
black.
God.
That's nothing you could do there.
But the worrying bit, I think, as well, was there was parts of it where there was like a tiny little metal fence that was put up. Do you remember we said people
Yeah,
fell
yeah.
off and died? There's like this tiny metal fence that we were like scooting along. That was
Climbing along.
put up there because some people had fell off drunk or something and died. So they put up this
Jesus.
tiny metal thing that
Yeah.
clearly
Didn't do
wasn't
anything.
screwed
Isn't
in
it-
properly.
even if you put your weight on it, you'd probably fall over
probably
it.
would have snapped
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so we went in that cave.
And it was wet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was wet,
'Cause
damp. It was dead damp,
all,
wasn't it?
It was all damp, so it was quite slippy.
Yeah.
God.
It was so weird that like how there's it was just like there's no health and
So,
safety one bit.
Were you not planning on going in it?
Yeah,
you just
we were
going
planning,
having a look.
yeah, we were planning to go in, but we didn't
Oh.
realise.
You need like a guide.
Yeah, we didn't realise how
Oh.
extreme it was.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a proper caving.
I
You're
thought
crawling.
just walking into a cave and you had to look at the cave and walked out.
Yeah,
Crank
yeah.
caverns.
Yeah, yeah, I thought it was like that.
Crawling
This-
around it,
Climbing up rocks, going through little
so
crevices.
So good that.
covered in dirt.
And then we come out of that, don't we? And he says, "Oh, he'll take you to the Bat Cave, which is what, like a half-hour walk, wasn't it, up this hill?"
Yeah, that was wacky. That.
And that was just fucking. Oh, what a weird place that was. So
Was that not crawling and that?
yeah, that was same, like crawling, crawling through gaps and everything. But
James Frank, 127 hours. coming out of there.
Cutting your arm off.
he was doing it with like fucking flip-flops on as
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Does it
Do
all the
anything in
time.
flip flops over.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, yeah.
But that Bat Cave literally lives up to its name.
So just 30,000 bats, I think he said, wasn't it? Was
And
it
it-
more?
Oh, must be more maybe.
We've got a video of them.
The
just
video's ridiculous.
inches away from us.
So you're
Yeah,
walking
it's-
through, and the roof of the cave is like inches from your head, and it's just littered with bats. You could have grabbed them, couldn't you? You could
Oh,
put your
yeah.
hand out and just knocked them all off the roof.
I saw. It's on the vlog, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
He like shone a light right in his
Yeah,
face.
just
And
blast
just not like.
They're
arsed.
asleep. They're asleep
chilling.
during the day, aren't they? Then they wake up at night.
How do they even know when it's day?
I've no idea. They must have a
Fucking-
sense for it.
Some
Like,
circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
well, the guy, that's what I said to the guy. I was like, you know, if you came in here when it just went dark, would they be flying about? I was like, oh yes, sometimes we come in there and they're flying about. I was like, fuck that.
How do you
Oh,
manage that?
30,000.
Get out of here
them
now before they all,
Flying around.
before they all wake up. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so.
Seen it
If
on
someone
Van-
like kicked
Van
a rock or
Helsing.
something and woke them all up and like
It's
Batman's
so,
flying around.
Yeah,
it was so weird being like that close. I've never been that close to that many.
And I worried a bit about it, because they carry diseases, don't
Yeah,
they? That's
yeah,
what I thought.
yeah.
Worrying, like,
If
know,
it all start
Corona.
biting you.
yeah, yeah. That's what, yeah. People always blame bats for
Corona,
corona,
yeah.
didn't they? Yeah.
So we
That's a Chinese bat, that,
rabies
though.
and stuff like that.
so we climbed through that, didn't we? Fucking navigated ourselves
Did
through
it
that.
stink?
No, that's alright.
No, it wasn't that bad
Because
actually.
when you go to like
It had a
Chester Zoo,
smell.
it stinks, doesn't it?
It had a smell
There's
like
probably a lot of bat shit in there, wasn't
yeah. It wasn't that bad.
well, yeah, there'd be
Yeah.
millions.
But it didn't particularly smell like shit.
No,
did
yeah,
it?
it wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't too bad.
Well, there was incense in there because there was like someone had like a little temple up there, so there's constant incense.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Incense
yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Oh,
There was like
was
some temple right in the back, wasn't it?
It was
or
like
something?
incense and like a little Shiva.
Yeah,
Little shrine.
The sheesh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
but that was a bizarre place, and we got out of that and like paid the guy.
Mm.
And we're like, I don't know.
Went for a scran, didn't we? After
Yeah, yeah. Oh, he took us to like a place opposite the cave.
Yeah.
I don't know if his family ran it or something and just like said, "Yo, you eat here, sit here," and like ordered our food for us and everything.
He's got you right where he
And
wants
the
you.
food was dead cheap, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think I only paid like 100 rupees, like 60p.
It was alright, the food.
Fucking hell, what for like?
It's
For
like a
what?
bit- I
Chow mein.
had a big
Oh,
chow mein.
chow mein.
I had a
massive
I think I had
chow mein.
A chicken chow mein. I
Oh,
think.
I'm so hungry.
I'm
I've
hungry
not even
now
had my
as well,
tea.
actually.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
all we
eating
talked about is curry.
The chow meins was so good. They were like dry as well. You know, dry chow meins, like spicy dry.
Oh yeah.
That was after that when we left there. We went back to tried to get back to Lakeside, but we got on like the public bus.
Yeah, we got on the public
that
bus.
that was heavy. That
That
like
was really
you know, like,
interesting.
just because it was like there's a bus there. Do you reckon we just get on that? It's gotta go somewhere like that.
Yeah,
You go
yeah.
to Lakeside. I was like, yeah, get on. It was stuffed with people. Like
Yeah.
the fellow
Oh,
who
it's
was doing
dead
it was
hot.
like, there's a driver. And there was a guy who was like his job to get people on the bus. So you'd stop at the stop and he'd just jump out
And just
and
shout.
scream at everyone. and try-
Yeah,
and try
literally.
Get on the fucking bus! and try to get people on the bus. It
Yeah.
was like 10. I think it's 20 rupees the journey.
Oh, it
wasn't
was
it?
dead cheap.
No,
Fucking hell, what's that?
That's
A
like
penny?
That's like it was
Something like that, yeah.
15p, I think it
Yeah.
was something like that. But that was a weird experience.
Were you sat down or were you stuffed in?
We sat down, but we were stuffed in. Probably sat next to someone like that.
Yeah, yeah. And it took forever.
Took a while, yeah.
Like he's stopping, shouting at everyone.
Yeah.
Get on the bus! And then
Quick!
there was one place we went, but I'm not sure when it was, but it was the Davies Falls.
Yeah,
Was that on the same day or
that was
the day after?
that was the day after. Was it the day before I went home? I think wasn't
Was it? Yeah.
That was a bit underwhelming, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What was it?
So it's like waterfalls, and they call it Davies Falls, named after
Like a Swiss lady or
a
something.
Swiss lady in the 60s. Something fell into it and died, and
and
they just called it her name, like her, like.
What, like in her memory or as like a laugh?
I've no idea.
Just for a joke?
Maybe a warning. And then
Yeah.
put a fence up.
But we
You
got
used to be able to bathe in it.
Oh,
Apparently.
now you can't even go in.
There's a fence around.
well, we got there, and it was like dead small, wasn't it? It was just like a little stream, just going into a cave. But I think it was like the wrong time of the year.
There was people who were looking at it all like it's the best thing they'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, it's like loads of people who like
Taking pictures
family
and
day
stuff.
out, and everyone was taking photos. Like, oh yes, look at this. Like, it looks.
I
Honestly,
think
mate, it's a bit shite.
it was underwhelming, but I think there's probably other times of the year when it's like roaring. Because we looked at pictures, didn't we? And there was like bits where it was just fucking water everywhere, like
It's like a
proper
leaky
waterfall.
tap when we went. wasn't
Yeah.
it? Just
Oh, so it just
Possibly
okay,
gets
I
a
get
bit
it.
more lively.
Yeah.
What is there no like religious thing to it. It's just
I think
a
there
nice
was a
place.
shrine
I
inside.
think the shrines. I think
Shrines
everything.
everywhere, yeah.
Everything has.
Fucking Shivas all over the
Yeah,
place.
there's shrines everywhere.
But like their religion's weird, isn't it? Because it's not weird, but like unique. Because it's 50% Buddhism, 50% Hindu.
Mm.
Oh.
You know, like their culture's like a lot of Chinese culture in it, wasn't it as well?
Yeah.
Like when I say about Nepal to people, they always think, oh, so it's like India. Oh, you've been to India? And I was like, well, it was like half of it is India, half of it is Chinese as well.
The more
culture.
the more north you go, the more Chinese
Yeah.
you seem to get, isn't it?
As well as you get into the mountains, they all look a bit more Chinese
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But like I think people have like a conception that Nepal is just India
Yeah, well.
when it's.
Kathmandu sounds like it pretty much is just India.
But like,
I think
this,
Kathmandu is a little bit, but Pokhara is possibly more like China.
there's still like Chinese people walking around and Chinese, you know, like
things,
like,
symbols and
aesthetic.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
like
all
some
the
Couple
food
of
as well.
samurais walking around.
Well, all the food, like
Chow mains and stuff.
if you
that's
go to
more
anywhere, you're
Chinese.
either ordering like the curries or
Yeah.
you're ordering Chinese food.
That's a perfect mix.
It's like
isn't it?
slap bang in the middle
What-
of them
what
both.
more could
yeah.
you want?
Yeah.
Chinese or Indian food?
And I think
Oh.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's because it's like quite a long, thin country. It just sort of spans across, like
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah,
Follows the border of each one, which
it definitely had. It's definitely wrong what people think. Where like I've talked to people and they in their head they just think it's just a side bit of India.
Yeah, that's just been cut off.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah.
like
it's very similar, isn't it? Probably in a lot of ways. I've never been to India, but I think
Oh,
in
yeah,
a
it's
lot of ways
definitely-
as well.
it's
Separate.
it's got a lot of Chinese stuff as well. That I don't think people realise.
No.
Like
Yeah, nah.
there's a lot of Chinese aesthetic. You could go down like some shops or some restaurants, and you think you're in China, couldn't you?
Mm.
Like the Chinese looking people, all that. Chinese people wearing like Chinese clothes, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That's quite cool, though. It's split.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, you go further north into the mountains and stuff. Definitely more Chinese.
And do you remember one of the guides saying as well? He couldn't understand what one of the people was saying. I think in the mountains there's certain like local dialects that isn't Nepali.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's going more to like Tibet.
It's like a different language.
We had a good Chinese, didn't we, in Pokhara?
But why?
I think that's the best
That
Chinese
was
I've
a
ever
good
had.
Chinese, yeah. I had beef and black bean, I think.
Yeah, we ordered so much.
I'm getting hungry now.
I'm starving.
What was mine? Oh, mine was dragon chicken, and it was like salt and pepper chicken, like really crispy
Properly
and
done.
dry.
It's like a
but,
proper restaurant, this as well. It wasn't like it was like a.
Oh yeah, it was full
big
on
sit-down
restaurant.
one,
Is
wasn't
it chopsticks?
I think you could, yeah. I think actually there was quite a lot of places where you could have chopsticks. That's another thing.
I was gonna say that. Then you feel a bit more
Yeah,
Chinese.
Yeah.
don't you?
but we ordered the milkshakes as well.
Yeah, I don't know why. In the Chinese.
We
I
ordered
don't know.
milkshakes and it
Good
came.
choice.
Like I thought it'd come either with the food or afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
But they gave us the milkshakes
On
before.
the food.
Yeah.
They gave it beforehand, and then we
Oh.
started drinking.
I was gonna throw up after.
And then we were
Well,
like,
why would that not come before the
I
food?
don't know.
Like, anywhere you go,
I don't
it's
know.
gonna come before the food. Isn't it?
I don't know.
Why would you think it's not?
Maybe just stoned it.
Oh, yeah, you'd also been smoking.
But the-
Probably.
with that Chinese that dragon chicken, and I had like what chips? It was salt and pepper chips. Oh, it was like spicy garlic or something.
Ooh.
Is it? Do they have garlic or spicy? No, spicy ginger
It's
maybe.
nice, whatever it was.
Whatever it was, I'm creaming
I mean,
out.
what
Was the milkshake better than the side road one?
I didn't.
Oh
eat
no, that was
God
that
level.
was
I
unbelievable.
didn't
that.
eat it. I thought I was gonna throw up.
Yeah.
After it was scrambled.
Well,
Didn't
we had
touch it.
Slurping down instead of thick milkshake.
we had that Chinese, and we were fucking bad
You're
after
gonna have to
that.
go to bed. Eh?
Well, we went to that micro pub. Remember? We went to this micro pub.
Throw
What
up in the toilet.
where we seen? What was it? Binu,
Yeah,
Binu-
they're good stuff. as
Binu,
well,
and
aren't they?
Soul Charlie.
Soul Charlie, yeah.
The two people, like, I seen them. I was going there like all the time
The
after
micro
you
pub?
it was this micro pub, like proper micro style pub. You know,
Yeah.
The
like,
beer was brewed in. That was what was weird. The beer that they sold in there was brewed in Chittawan, at National Park.
where
right?
we went.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
all the
That's good
beer
then.
was made there, and it was a good pint to be
Yeah.
fair, but I couldn't appreciate it enough because I was
No.
like absolutely
Like they-
dying after
Chinese,
scratch.
Like they were laughing so much. The people behind the bar weren't they? Like, what is so weird? We turned up just like
Slumped over the bar.
my stomach was like it was like explode. But they were laughing so much. Binu and Soul Charlie. Like I went there like nearly every day after you left.
So a regular.
Yeah, I was a regular there then.
Some regular pisshead coming. Always full.
The usual, please, pal.
3 shots. Big pint.
We had that pizza thing next door, didn't we?
Oh yeah, Godfather Pizza.
That was nice, wasn't it? Massive pizza.
Godfather.
I was craving pizzas a lot there.
I ate so much food.
Was that just because the first like?
I think
Did you not have like anything other than curries for ages though?
I think that was why, yeah.
And then you had a pizza. It's like, oh.
Thing is, I wasn't craving like stuff that bad though. Like I wasn't craving like Western food that bad. It just come on me every now and again to crave a pizza. Being like,
You don't really. What do you,
like I would have thought I'd be
like what?
like I don't know, fucking Haribo's and
double cheeseburger.
yeah,
Haribo's.
crisps and stuff. But I was fine just eating like curries and shit.
Yeah. Bloody
Yeah.
Haribo. Should we go on a search for him? It's a monster muncher, like Carl Pilkington.
Them crisps were good as well. Like knickknacks they were.
Tikka
Spicy
masala.
tikka masala.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Well, so that was Pokhara.
Are you still there at this point?
Yeah, Tom's still there. So,
yeah.
How long did you stay in Pokhara? You stayed
Week and a bit.
yeah.
Weekish.
Can't read me
Can't read
But how long
bloody
were you-
notes.
yeah, you stayed about a week, yeah.
Were you there for like another 2 weeks when I
Yeah, so when I got to Pokhara, like I was saying to you at the beginning when we were saying I was thinking about coming back with you, wasn't I? Because I was like, oh, I can't stay here. This is too much.
Yeah.
But then after being in Pokhara, I'm like, fuck me, I'm staying here. This is
Can't
so
beat to
good.
stay.
I could have lived there. It was like so chilled. Go in the gym,
I was tempted
mooching
to
around
try-
the beach,
try and
go on the
make it fly,
canoe,
yeah.
yeah. Go fishing. Oh, it's fucking perfect.
Living
I was
the
half
dream.
gutted when I was leaving, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
For this, but
You'd go back
Coming
again.
back to St. Helens.
What we're doing going home.
Yeah. Do you reckon if you just stayed there, like anyone would ever find you?
Nah, you disappearing somewhere.
Like,
that, I think.
like, who's gonna go? Hey,
in the hills.
let me see your passport.
Nothing,
Oh no,
They'll
no.
just be like,
You had a visa,
they'll just
didn't-
carry on, wouldn't you?
That
Yeah.
that guy from Boston, I was speaking to on the flight home. He overran his visa, but once he got to the airport, I think they fine you $3 for every day you didn't have a visa for.
Yeah.
So they just charge you when you get to the airport.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
even if you overrun your visa, you just have to pay for it. But
Well,
obviously, if it was years,
You
then
rack up a bit
You
like
could
that,
rack up. You could rack up
Well,
a bill over
I
a few years.
I heard it was
Just
like
a bit.
easy to extend your visa.
I think you could do it at the airport, but I think you've got to go back to the airport to do it again.
Yeah, is that it? Yeah.
Or maybe you can do it somewhere. I don't really know actually, but
Yeah.
Oh, once you're at the airport, you may as well fucking
No, I
go
think you
as
could do
well.
it. I did my visa online, didn't I?
I got it when I was there on that little shithead computer that
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah,
the
the-
terminals.
fucking running on like 2002 Windows XP.
Oh yes.
So and then coming towards the end of Pokhara, like we were saying like, how are you gonna get back to the airport, weren't you,
Yeah,
in Kathmandu? Because you just don't want to get the plane,
yeah.
and you got like an 8-hour journey.
yeah.
And we were talking to the girl, weren't we, at the hotel? Like,
Yeah.
what should we do? She was
Can do
like,
it.
she was just saying like, get the plane.
She's like, get the plane. I was like, yeah, no, I'm
No,
not doing that.
no, I
I'm not
can't.
doing that, love.
We can't do this.
And then said you just get a taxi or whatever. Just get a fella to for a taxi for like whatever it was,
Ah yeah, what did you pay? It was like 80 quid.
something like that. Yeah.
Taxi.
He paid.
Oh,
He paid a guy. He paid a guy 80 quid to drive him. 8-hour 8-hour journey to drop him off, and then that guy would have had to drive back
And he drove back
for another.
after, yeah.
So he's done a 16-hour drive for
tip him?
80 quid.
Yeah, I gave him what he had left. There wasn't that much left though.
Didn't you buy him a burger or something?
I got him a scran at Hard Rock Cafe. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that, he would have been chuffed with that. Though.
Yeah.
He was loving it. Yeah.
yeah, shoving it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's worth it.
Get that down, you
Yeah, I was
mate.
like, what do you want, mate? I was like, get yourself a bevy. He was like, go on then.
Well, what did he do? Did he? So you just drove the whole 8 hours straight?
We stopped for a scran at like 4 hours in, so got a scran in some random place.
Were you talking to him as well?
No, I didn't speak a single word to him. Slept for most of it. I was so tired that like even like the bobble of the car, I was just so tired that I
Rocking you to sleep,
still
or-
slept. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I spoke to him obviously in the Hard Rock Cafe with the scran, but apart from that, I don't know his name. No,
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
He said he used to work in like you know 7-star hotel in Dubai. That big,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Palm
yeah.
or whatever it is. So he used to work in there.
Fucking hell. Now he's doing
Why'd
taxi.
you leave them?
16-hour taxi drives.
Have his having me on, or he's made just a poor choice, and because surely you're making quite a lot of money in somewhere like that.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's more like slave labour. You don't know what they're like. The
Mm.
Saudis, do you?
Constantly working.
Yeah, but driving someone 16-hour round trip for like
80 quid.
I know that's before the petrol. So
Yeah.
think how much petrol it would cost you to drive for 16 hours. I think you probably made about 12 quid out of that.
And it's like, it's a bad drive as well. It's not like you're driving on a motorway.
Yeah,
You had driving gloves on. It.
blisters.
He had driving gloves on. He obviously knew what he was doing. Like he's done it before because all the potholes he was like
Yeah,
flying.
weaving in and out.
And he did it in a lot quicker than the coach. I think it's more like 6.5 hours. I think it took him.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, well, coach fucking
He shaved a while off. Like
Yeah.
I was including the stop. He did shave a while off, but he was. I say bombing it. He's probably bombing it at about 22 miles an hour.
Yeah.
compared to 50.
felt like he was flying.
Slow down,
Hold on to
mate. And then he said, obviously, like, but because I left at 6 a.m. because like I can't be asked hanging about.
Yeah,
Can't do it on
yeah.
my own all day. So I just left at like 6 a.m. and the flight was at like 6. So we just absolutely flew there.
Yeah.
Got a scan at that Hard Rock and just went straight to the airport and then flew off.
Jumped on.
That's alright though. That's in and out, straight out.
in, straight out.
What,
how long's the
what
flight?
a blast.
Oh god.
I think it was...
It's 8 hours to Dubai.
I think it's 8... I think 6 hours from Kathmandu to Dubai.
Yeah.
And then 8 hours from Dubai to Manchester.
Oh my god.
It's a decent flight, like. Isn't it?
Jeez. We just sleep the whole time now.
No, I couldn't sleep on the way there because I was paranoid about missing the next flight.
So on the way back though.
The way back. No, because I slept for like 6 hours.
Oh,
on the car.
Slept like that, fucking flying around.
Watched the Charlie Chaplin movie on the. Did you watch that? See that? Charlie Chaplin film.
Fucking hell.
What's that on the way there?
Oh, decent.
Yeah, that like, so you came for 2 weeks, and that was like, that felt like the longest 2 weeks
That's
of
a
my whole
hell
life.
of a blast. That
Like, to
everything
fit
you've
the
done
whole
there.
thing. I've never come close to fitting that much stuff in like 2 weeks. It felt like it was about a year.
Did
Just
seem
the
to
amount
move
of-
slow
just-
at a time, like, didn't
We
it?
just did. It was like we just did so. You think that'd go fast though,
Yeah.
but it was like the opposite. It was just like we did so much. I don't know how that works, but it felt so.
We were getting up early every day. And I think
Yeah.
that's made a difference. Like getting up at like it was like 5 or 6 days in advance. So we were up at like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. We were craving like a lion, weren't we? At one point.
Why are you getting up just because you had so much stuff to do?
Yeah,
I think it's better time. Just seems like a better time to go out into somewhere like that when it's less
yeah.
ridiculous. There's less stupid stuff going on at
Yeah,
that
a
time.
bit more calm and
Yeah.
not
Well,
as hot either.
Once
When-
it gets to 10:30, that's when everyone starts doing
Doesn't
stupid
Yeah.
shit.
nuts, people dancing in the
Yeah,
streets.
yeah.
Well, when I was there, I felt the healthiest I've ever been,
I probably did as well.
and I was like, I felt myself naturally waking up at like 6 o'clock
yeah, yeah.
and just getting out of bed.
What time were you sleeping though?
midnight,
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, it's like you're
Wasn't
going
that
to
late?
bars and that.
On the ale, yeah.
Yeah. Like I was getting out of bed early, like jumping out of bed, even if
Ready to go,
even if I had
excited.
nothing to do.
Ice cold shower.
Here, I
Hot
can't-
walk didn't come on till 10:30. Get in there.
Here I can't even get out of bed. Can't even get out of bed at any time. Fucking
Yeah,
slugged
it's
in.
different when you're somewhere like that though. When
Just
you've
felt
got to make
so
the most
healthy.
of it, and you've got to like.
I think the diet helped. Like I did just feel a bit.
Yeah,
And
eating
we didn't drink
clean
much, to be
food.
fair, but the actual diet we were on was probably very like nutritious. Wasn't it?
Oh, so nutritiously
slow
dense,
burning food.
clean.
Apart from the pizzas.
Yeah, a bit
that's
stodged out every now and
Cheat
again.
day. Yeah, all the veg and that you're probably eating. Body's
Unbelievable.
Thriving. I've come back here and ate a load of fucking Mackies and all that.
Well, that's probably why I've been ill for fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe because you ate loads of fucking Haribos when you came back.
Haribo.
7 packs of Haribo.
Overloaded.
Fantastics.
Yeah, my drive back from Paco was funny because I was like, I'm not doing what you did. I'm not doing like the whole thing in
Did you
one
stop
go.
in Gorka?
So I went to Gurkha, the actual place.
Oh, yeah.
The actual, and that's fucking a peculiar place. It's like if you could picture, even in like a cartoon level, picture a town on the top of a mountain. Like picture it even silly. That is what it's like.
Balance.
Like it was. We were driving in, and you could see it in like the hillside, the mountainside. What the fuck? That doesn't look real. That. Like, it's all like the full town's on the side of like going up to the top of the mountain.
Really?
Stayed there for one night, and like, the room was like, I think it was £6 a night,
Oh yeah.
and it was just a decent place, like a normal genuine hotel.
You're that Imperial
Fine.
Museum or whatever it was, the big.
Yeah, I went in the
Museum.
actual like big Gurkha place.
Mm.
Well, what was the guy who drove me from Pokhara to Gurkha was the mate of the guy at the hotel,
Yeah.
and we were driving and we stopped, finished in Gurkha, and I was like, "Do you want to come in the museum with me?" And because he's never been there before, he was like, "Oh, go on, I'll join
Yeah,
you."
go on then.
And then he made me like take loads of pictures of him, like with these statues, famous
Yeah.
statues. I've got like loads of pictures of him. I don't even know his name or anything. And he made me send them to like the mate at the hotel, and then the mate at the hotel send it to him. I was like taking pictures of this random taxi guy.
That's well. Like it sounds like you just ask anyone to do anything. That,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and they'll
go
be
on.
like, oh yeah, yeah.
Or
why
Yeah,
they'll,
go
not?
on.
they'll find a guy if they can't.
Yeah.
do it
They'll find
themselves.
someone to do it for you. Yeah.
Well, I was so he left from Gurkha, that guy. So I was stuck in Gurkha for one night, and then the day after, like in the hotel I was staying in, like his daughter was like there, so I was chilling with his daughter. He was like he was about 12 as well. No, but like she was just like chilling, watching TV for the whole day. So I just sat with her, like watching TV.
Because you in someone's house. What?
No, it was like in a hotel. It was like a hotel, like tea house type thing.
Oh, okay.
And like his daughter wasn't doing it. She was the only person who seemed to be in the hotel at the night and the day. And
All day.
because because it was a small town, like I did the museum. There's nothing else to do. There's no clubs or bars or anything. So I was just sat there with this like girl watching cartoons.
What, is that all? Is that all that's actually there?
Yeah, there's
nothing-
just there because it's on the top of a mountain. And then so I was in. So it got to the next day, and I was like, right, I've got to get back to Kathmandu. I was like, what should I do? And the girl got a dad. You know, all the kids could speak good English as well. Do you ever
Yeah,
notice that?
yeah.
Because they all learn it. They all learn it in school. I think now, like these generations are learning it in school, so you could talk like decent with little kids.
And then the parents, it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, you can't speak to the parents, but you're speaking to like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
In fairly good English.
So I was like talking to
weird,
this
that,
girl
isn't it?
watching like cartoons and stuff. She got a dad who got like his mate just to drive me from Gurkha to Kathmandu. Just said he'll do it. Just some
Pay
guy.
him?
Yeah, paid him. But it was like you said, like everybody's just game
It's like,
for
oh,
anything.
yeah, he'll do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I think
know.
anybody will do any job for a price.
Yeah,
won't
it's
they?
like it's like everyone's got like 3 jobs: a tour guide, a chef, and they also will be able to find. If you want to buy something, they'll find it from somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
taxi driver.
Yeah,
as
they'll go,
well.
I know a guy, yeah, 1 minute. Just give me 5 minutes, he'll come down and see you. And then some fella will just turn up, and then
Yeah.
you'll end up in a car somewhere. And you've no idea where you're going.
It's a good job there's no crime because you two are in fucking traffic heavily.
And then you get to the end of it, it's like, oh, here you are, mate. And then he'll just drop you off.
He'll
And-
fuck off.
And then some other guy will appear.
Yeah.
And then he's your guy, then you're with him, and then you have to go somewhere else, and you're stuck with this other guy, and then you're just left by the other fella.
That's what you want now.
Constant
You know,
stream
just
of
like
being like passed on.
putting your trust in
Yeah,
random people.
passed it on to some fella.
I think you could tell everybody was genuine though, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
they're obviously all trying to profit in some way, but like not maliciously for the
Yeah,
most part.
They're all like down to earth at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
could just sit and just have a laugh with them.
Yeah, like you said, you invite him to the pub and that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said, do you want to come in this museum with me?
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
literally sit
At
down.
the end of the day, like obviously we'd be screwed if we were trying to do these things without intervention of someone. Like, how the hell would we have got to Polka without getting someone
Oh
to
no,
sort it
yeah,
out?
no
Go,
way.
go and actually try and find this bus stop,
Yeah, yeah.
and then make assume that we're on the right bus for 8 hours.
But at the
It's
same
probably not even a
time,
bus stop, is it?
No,
It's just where it stops in the middle of the road.
at the same time, it's like we're saying we couldn't have done anything on our own. But at the same time, it's so easy because everybody's
Just
just
ask
like,
them.
everybody's
Yeah.
just willing to do everything.
Think of it here. It's not.
You could
not
go
like
there.
that here, is it?
Oh no.
No, they tell
Someone
you
would
to
ask
fuck
you to go. Oh, just down there, mate.
Down there,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
They never go. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
They go, I've got a mate in there. Oh, yeah.
off. Hey, he'll sort yours.
They just be like, oh, it's just down there. mate.
He'll put you up. Man.
And they've all got mates in like different cities. Like they say, oh, once you get to Chittagong, I've got a mate in Chittagong, and
Yeah,
and then he'll sort this out for you.
Yeah.
And then once you get to Polka, I've got a mate in Polka, and he can take you in.
It's like everybody knows
Just
everybody.
goes.
Yeah.
Domino effect.
Then you speak to him over there, and then you do a left down there, and then you find some other guy, and there's some fella stood there.
Yeah.
And he's
Tickle his beard and he'll do some magic beans.
and he'll sort you out. He'll get your canoe.
It is. But I think you could go to Nepal and not plan or book anything, and you'd be sound.
Yeah,
Like everything will just be. They'll just sort it all for you there on
I think there's
the day.
actually a lot of places in the world that are like that.
Yeah, you don't have to like
I think
overthink
it's just
or
like
book.
here. It's just like
You have book. You have fucking plan it all. I think it's the mentality as well.
And I think it also as well because it was off season. You know, with it being fairly quiet, I think they were more desperate to get you doing stuff possibly.
Yeah.
You know, if it was like
the
September,
more open.
if it was September, there's a good chance some of them would say like,
Mate, fuck off.
Fuck
I've got
off,
too
mate.
much.
We're too busy. I'm driving too many
I've
people.
got 40 people. I need to drive 8 hours across the country.
40 people in my house.
We're on double rate here, mate.
Yeah, fucking bizarre place. I met some funny people after you left, 'cause I stayed in Pokhara.
Once you stop scaring them off.
Well, I met Dip and Pradeep. These two, they were so
Dip and Dom.
they are so sound. I'm gonna send this them. They're so sound. Them two people, like they just took me on walks and stuff all around Pokhara.
Yeah.
Like everybody's just so sound. It's so weird how like you can just like make friends with people like that.
Yeah, they're excited to have someone new, aren't they?
Yeah,
Like,
they're
new
genuinely
culture and stuff,
genuinely
they're
interested in
you.
what you're doing.
Here you can't make friends that quick.
They're like, what are you doing
Someone-
over here? I was like, we're just having a look around. I was like, well, can I take you here? Something like that. That's the first thing they'll say. Can I
Of course you can.
can I cook you dinner? I was like, yeah, go on.
And then they
Yeah,
talk.
that's good. You went into like people's like people
Yeah.
cooked meals for you, didn't they?
Oh, I was in loads. I was in like. Did I tell you when I was in like some the TV woman, the actress's house? But it was before you came.
I don't think
It was
so.
with Ram.
Big Ram.
And it's like she's like equivalent of someone who's on like Coronation Street
Oh yeah.
over there.
Oh.
I was in her house in the morning playing fucking the piano or something.
Oh, dear.
This is bizarre, yeah.
Harmonium.
Cup making tea for me and everything. Cup of tea.
Omelette.
Well, good. Human interactions that you need.
Everybody's just like open game, top people.
I don't think the game. They're just normal people, aren't they? Like,
Yeah, but here it's like everything's closed. You can go up talking to people and then next minute they'll invite you into their house, like just for genuine, just to like have a
Yeah.
good time with you.
Here's too like busy. Everyone's in like the rat race. I feel like it's
Yeah.
more like relaxed.
more laid
you
back,
like
I think,
farmers
yeah.
and stuff.
I think over there nobody's sat binge watching fucking Netflix.
Well, like
every
girl was
evening.
watching cartoons every.
Well,
On-
yeah,
on
she
loop.
was. Yeah, she was watching it for the whole time, and I was watching it with her.
I think it's just different. Isn't it? Like over here, if I ask someone to come in my house whilst I cook them something to eat, some random, you just think he's just trying to like abduct me. Or
Yeah,
something.
or like shag you or
He's
something.
a weirdo. He's trying to
Yeah.
abduct me. He's gonna kill me and lock me in the basement.
Yeah.
But over there, it's like, yeah, go on, mate, go on. What we having?
Yeah, you just like that's probably why people
Dalmas?
get trafficked and killed in it. Because like
Maybe we were just
idiot
a
tourists
bit-
go, oh yeah, I'll eat this.
Maybe it
I'll
doesn't.
eat this mushroom. In
I'll
it.
eat this rhino shit mushroom.
Yeah, go on. But I think maybe we're being a bit gullible, but
But we didn't experience. We like did a lot there, and we didn't experience one bit of like
I think it is safe.
trouble
like
or
you said,
weirdness.
yeah.
Nepal isn't really a place you think of like what.
I was reading on the internet the most trouble you get most likely is from other tourists. You're more likely to
They'll
get
fight you.
you're more likely to get robbed from like another tourist, say in a hostel or something, than you are get robbed from a local.
Yeah.
Probably true, innit?
Ah,
good.
fucking bizarre place.
Good review of the country.
What would you get it out of 10?
Depends what you compare it to, innit? 'Cause
Is it a 1 and a 10 at the same
yeah,
time?
it's definitely it's one of them. Like, I mean, I've never been anywhere like it.
Yeah, oh, it's so unique. We've not done it justice at all. Talking
I
here.
wouldn't be able to compare it
I
to.
think you
something
made it sound class.
Oh, it's more crazy
quite hard
than
to
yeah.
explain. Quite
it's
hard to
more
explain.
crazy than what it. I can't put it into words how crazy it is.
quite hard
Nepal
to
is more of a
explain.
sensation. It's more of a feeling.
It is a sensation overload, like.
Yeah.
But I think you wouldn't try and compare it to somewhere like Spain. It'd be impossible. It wouldn't make any sense trying to
No,
compare it to somewhere like
no way.
Spain.
What I'm confused about now is why people go to Spain when you can go to Nepal for
I mean-
like for well cheaper and have more of a better
I think
experience.
there's a time and a place for certain things. I wouldn't want to go to Nepal
With
every
your kids.
every holiday I'd ever went to with my kids.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
wife
yeah.
and
Be
kids.
awful
You'd be
with
like,
kids.
oh, fucking hell.
Time and a place. If you're up for doing something a bit different, I'd say to go for Nepal. Like,
Plus, it doesn't sound the most relaxing place.
No,
Especially if you're in Kathmandu.
Poker is Nepal.
Oh,
Kathmandu
in
is-
Pokhara you could definitely relax. That's all I did, just relaxed on the lake. But in Kathmandu you just
Yeah. That's the difference with like
blasted.
Spain, and you can just lie on a beach. And just
I think I'd probably say I've not been to India, but I think I'd say it's more relaxing than India in most places.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, people are saying
It
people
depends where
say
you go though, innit?
I
It's like,
suppose it's
if you go to
probably relaxing.
Mumbai, it'd be
Probably-
nuts. But if you go to like fucking, I don't know,
There's probably relaxing
like
parts
the
in
beach.
India.
yeah,
surely,
there is.
no?
Yeah, Goa. Well, Goa's like the party town, isn't it?
yeah.
Party.
People were saying to us, I'm not sure if you were there or not, but they were saying like people go to Nepal first to like get used to it and then go to India. They always say if you're doing like India or Nepal or whatever, always go to Nepal first and then India. So it must be what you said. You like Nepal?
Get accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the India's like
India
a
is
one-off step up.
I can imagine Delhi or somewhere like that being
Ugh.
absolute insanity. But it'd be funny though. It would be funny at the same time.
Yeah, I want to go. I think
It would be funny at the same
I think it'd
time.
be a
Well,
laugh.
all we did for those 2 weeks was laugh, wasn't it? Just laugh at everything. There are people.
That was off peak season. That's what
I know, yeah.
Imagine how scatty it would have been in September.
Oh god, people everywhere.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Well, when you left, what did I stayed for another? Was it 3? I stayed for another month actually, didn't I?
Did you?
I think it was, yeah.
Can't remember.
Just
Stayed for
relaxing.
ages, like, yeah.
Relaxed in Pokhara, Gorkha, and then just chilled in. Actually, I kind of chilled in Kathmandu. I think it's because I was so used to it then.
Chilling.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking weird place.
What would you give it? Would you rate it?
I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
What?
Yeah, honestly.
Solid 10.
Bash.
And I'd go and live in Pokhara.
Bash.
Really?
Definitely.
Yeah, bash.
I think like the people, like Binu and Soul Charlie, Predip, Dip, the people I met, no,
Double dip.
like all the people I met there, like I could genuinely like chill with them for like a
All the
long
time.
time.
You'd have
Yeah.
to. I think the issue you'd have to try and learn like significant Nepal. I don't think it'd be that
I know,
hard.
yeah.
I don't think it'd be that hard actually to learn Nepal. It seemed like a fairly straightforward
Yeah,
language.
I think I
If
picked
you're
up
there
a fair
with them
bit.
as well.
Yeah, I picked up a fair bit when I was there.
Reading it's a problem though, isn't it?
Yeah, though it's like
Different
all fucking,
alphabet.
yeah, the lines.
Oh yeah.
Was it Sanskrit? Was
Yeah,
that what you
that's
call
it, yeah.
That'd be the problem trying to read.
You just wouldn't bother, would you?
wouldn't bother reading.
I'm not gonna read ever again.
But I think you menu. Everything's in English, so when all the
Yeah, no, you
menus and
didn't
stuff
sound-
like that, you probably wouldn't need to.
All these are in English.
So
Do you reckon? That's not. Some guy gave me his card. Can't read that.
Why would he give you that? Is that a
that?
number as well?
Someone-
Yeah, some guy gave me his business card. It's just all in
It's all like symbols.
squiggles.
not a restaurant.
That's a
I don't know.
nightmare.
Don't know what it is. Like I was saying to you, on my phone, I've got like at least 20 new contacts of like people I don't know,
Yeah, I've got a few random ones.
random names I can't pronounce. Just like who is he? Which
What?
part of the craziness
I
did
was
he
gonna
like
say,
turn
do
up?
you know what part they're from at least? That would be helpful,
No
wouldn't it?
idea. No idea.
Yeah, but you got quite a few contacts who you do know though.
Oh yeah.
Sherbet Dip Dab. You got him.
Yeah, I got low. Everybody was sound who I met.
Yeah.
The weird people were the foreigners.
Yeah.
You know, like they
Oh,
were,
what about the hippies? You said
yeah,
there was loads of
they were all
hippies,
hippie. They were all, I'm actually vegan. I'm here to find myself.
Fuck
Everybody had to say they were vegan.
Said he was
Fuck
said he'd
off.
been there for 3 weeks and he didn't know how to say
He didn't know the base. He didn't know how to say thank you.
didn't know how to say Danyabad or whatever.
Danyabad.
And then he'd never had a dal bath. I was like, have you been here for 3 weeks? You
Where-
know, the main scran they have.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to say thank you. It's like,
I-
how do you do
because-
that? How did you do that?
Yeah. How did you do that?
Because you two had the fucking like main expert. Like, can't even pay for what you've had.
But he was doing it like a 6-week
Yeah.
yoga
Oh,
training.
as soon as
that's why.
he
then,
went,
isn't
he
Of
went.
course he is.
Yeah.
Of course he
He's
is.
like,
Yeah.
it? Did he have dreadlocks? by any
Yeah,
chance?
he did, didn't he?
Yeah, blonde
I'm
dreadlocks.
going to the mountains to find myself
And he had
and
a
do
he-
yoga
a
retreat.
hemp hoodie on. You're like the
Oh yeah,
like- what
Oh,
do you
it's
call it?
fucking so bad.
and colourful ones are all.
It was like a ditch. If you could draw one, like a just exact what you think when you
I
get
can.
something like that.
I just picture straight
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
I know what
That
it
was
looks
like a lot of. I think all the tourists I met were all.
A little bit like him.
Did we meet any?
Well, those Australian
No.
ones.
They were still
They
a
were,
bit.
they were sound.
Oh,
but I
really?
mean,
They were sound, but they were still like.
one of them's Canadian, I think.
Yeah.
They had that,
They were still like hippie.
Yeah,
I presume they were vegans.
possibly.
You know, like that style.
Yeah.
Get offended by
in
stuff
your face,
easily.
in your face hippies.
In your face.
Vegans.
Probably cry if you raise your voice at them though. You know
Oh,
that type.
They won't. They'd be like, "Hey man,
Hey man, stop.
I don't appreciate that."
Stop it. No, it was paying flat for being around them. I don't think about
it. Was
it.
either like it was either people that were like that or people really into mountaineering. wasn't
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Like the proper like. I met on one of the walks I did. I met some. I think he was from like Norway or something. This guy just on his own. He was like doing all the hiking, and he
Yeah.
was proper.
Jacked.
Yeah, mountain climbing guy. This is
Really?
all he does. Just his whole life's just go around places, climbing stuff.
Fair play.
Yeah, but those hippies, fucking. I mean, I feel angry actually thinking about them now.
Goddamn hippies.
They're the worst,
Fucking
aren't they?
get a
I think
grip.
the worst people ever.
You know,
Ruin
Even though they're
everything.
meant to be like the fucking best, be like dead nice and like.
I
just
think
fucking
they
piss everyone
don't. They
off.
don't have a real experience because, like, in Poker, I seen there's quite a few like hippie cafes, and it's all selling like fucking, you know, like plant-based shit.
Tie-dye
Oh,
t-shirts.
it's not like authentic stuff.
Yeah, it's they're not having. They're wearing like fucking. They're buying like these clothes that aren't like authentic, but they think it's all. They're wearing like fucking tie dyes and. What was I saying to you, Tom, about like the clothes? Where it's like they're all wearing these weird, like hippie clothes that you can only buy there in the
But
tourist
they're
shops.
just made for them.
Like
yeah,
a
but it's
fucking
made.
hippies.
It's not like what the locals or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
They're probably the ones who get mugged down. You know, like people like that.
We should have mugged him, I think.
People just think, oh yeah, he's got that tie-dye hat on.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
get him.
fucking
Yeah.
gimping.
Let's get him.
Idiot.
Ugh.
Are you two walking past with UFC fucking
UFC hat on.
McShit
Will-
shops and all that?
Dial back power 24 hour pair of sliders.
The funniest was when you left, Tom, and then I got a few times, people thought I was a local.
The local.
I was like, I did get a tan, but I don't think I look that local for the world.
Well, you don't look like fucking
Indian.
Chinese or anything, or like Indian. Do
There were
you?
a few times people come up to me, like I was in the bank bit, and the guy came up talking to me in Nepalese,
And you're like,
and I looked at him weird. I was like, I don't know what you mean. He carried on talking. I was like, oh no, I'm a tourist. He was like, what? No. He thought I was a local.
fucking not.
Yeah.
English.
A few people like came over, like genuinely thinking I was like a local.
That's weird, isn't it?
What the fuck?
Maybe you have that look.
Yeah.
Did you go?
Some-
Were you quite? Did you go quite tan though?
I did get quite tanned. Am I not still tanned a bit now? I did get tanned.
I can't really tell.
I think Tom was
You do look a
making
bit like
me.
you could.
Tom
be
looked like the West.
Local West.
You're like a white
I'm
devil.
too white, man. Yeah.
White devil. But Steve does look like he could be a few things.
a few things.
Yeah, don't you reckon? Turkish or something.
Nigerian. Hey, yeah, some people said I looked Turkish, didn't they?
See, you could.
Remember who said that?
Said I look somebody picked some word daft for me, didn't he? I can't remember what it was.
Someone said Scottish.
Iceland.
Oh, no,
Iceland.
no,
It was like
someone said
Iceland,
Russian,
something
didn't
like
they?
that. Russian, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what else he's got?
got
Adidas free stripe.
Slovak.
Yeah, you do look a bit Russian actually.
Yeah, that poker has loads of Russian people there over the winter because I met a few. I was playing like table tennis with a few in this table tennis bar.
Table tennis, a couple of Russians.
they said like they all come there because they're from the part of Russia where in the winter it's just you can't live there, it's too cold.
Yeah.
And one of the places the easiest to fly into is Nepal,
Oh yeah.
I'll just get there.
and it's so cheap, so they just spend the winter. And like
That's alright, that,
so
isn't
a few of the ones I was playing table tennis with, they work online. So like their job's like an online job or something. So when it gets to winter, they just like fly into Nepal for a few months, still do the job, but they're in Pokhara playing
Wow.
table tennis with me,
Why
it?
not?
Decent, that,
and then
innit?
go back to Russia when it's
Yeah.
warmed up a bit.
Why not?
Well, it must be an awkward. How do they just? What's the situation with them now getting back to Russia?
Don't
That
know.
must be a bit.
I don't think. Maybe it's nothing.
They can just fly in.
Yeah, I think Nepal's quite open to everything. If they let those two,
Nepal's like, well, whatever.
if they let those two fucking illegal immigrants to fucking
They
stay
let
in their
you two
country,
in?
yeah, they let.
Anything goes.
Any questions? No. Yeah, I did that.
Anything
Yeah.
to declare?
When
Nope.
you get it, yeah, I mean, it's pretty laid back airport, isn't it? To say the least.
Yeah, fucking bizarre experience.
Great. I was jealous.
It's worth going, Si.
When you were both there, I was like, oh fucking hell, I wish I was there. Like, it's just sat here like, oh.
Said one day maybe it will be weird, as we said, if you go back there in like 10 years. Wonder what it looks like, because it was on the peak of like
Oh yeah, it's
booming, definitely.
yeah.
Once that road gets built,
There's a lot of construction, so it's developing.
it's
Ah.
properly developing. I think in 10 years it could look a
Yeah.
lot different than it does now. Well,
Oh,
hopefully
you
would.
got.
I
That
think
could be a
there's a lot of
bad thing though as well, couldn't it?
possibly.
could lose its charm.
You
It's
got
just
the
charm.
authentic thing. You go there and it's like, oh.
I think this. I was saying to Tom,
Mackies.
this
I'll
is
be
the
pissed off around there with the Mackies. Like,
this is the best time to invest. I think into it. You like buy a bar or invest into the companies
yeah.
because it's like developing. In a few years, it's just going to boom when they get the roads sorted because they're all building the roads. Once the roads are sorted,
yeah,
the
that's
tourists. That's like
Go
fucking-
pack up the
Move
vault.
over there.
Get it over
I,
there.
I genuinely think it would be
Vault
perfect
Poker
time to
edition.
invest.
Yeah, that'd be well good. That.
Kathmandu edition.
Yeah,
Right.
madness.
Yeah,
We've done 2 hours there.
2 hours, is it?
Fucking
Fucking
hell.
long one.
good blast.
Back on the sesh.
Aye.
What do you think, Si?
Oh, I
what's
think
your
it's
views?
pure mental.
It's so
it
random.
sounds so class. Like that's the type of holidays I want now. Is like it's just mad stuff going on, and you go into like one thing to the next.
Yeah,
people, locals taking you around and that.
I don't think I could ever do like just an all-inclusive 2 weeks on a.
I think when,
in
when
like
I'm
France
older.
or something. I don't think after doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever go back to like just a.
I think
a
now
fucking base level
when
holiday.
we're still a bit young, well, not young, but still in our prime years,
Yeah,
I think
peak
these are the
years.
kind of holidays you need to get
Yeah,
doing
just
now,
get
innit? Like,
out.
get them out the way, and
Yeah.
then
Like we
do
did
all
it.
the all-inclusive when you're married and that, or fucking kids or whatever.
We did that like holiday. It wasn't that expensive.
No.
And we didn't plan anything. It was just so easy. You can do it. Just
All
fucking
went
do it.
remarkably well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it sounds it, yeah.
No major issues.
But yeah, good one, solid one.
Well, there we go. If people are still listening, they should check out the vlog.
Well, give the name, because it's dead hard to find your fucking blog.
Is it?
Yeah. So you
Yeah, I should actually.
I've not even seen it.
it's
yet.
so
That's
hard
how
to find.
it is.
My channel is.
Because I was typing in Brethren of Chaos, thinking it, like,
Oh yeah, it's not
what
on
the
that.
fuck
No,
is like it's like
I think you
it's
sent me a
like
link to the last
fucking
one.
S Yeldrum 96 or something.
it's.
I'll watch you when I get in.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it. It is funny. My channel is Stephen Y96.
That's it. Yeah.
It's a two-parter. It's like what is it? 30 minutes each one. Or something? 25
Why don't you
minutes.
just turn it? Like, just call it Brethren of Chaos vlog or something.
But then I've just got loads of random vlogs, haven't I? It's nothing to do with the Brethren of Chaos.
Oh yeah, you got your band in there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I'm just
anyway.
megaliths.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we talked about it though.
Oh, we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Everything you do on there
It just comes on here.
Anyway, yeah.
It's a wrap.
What
Season
about
1, Season 2.
Oh yeah. First
Finito?
one of season 2.
Happy days. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming on, Tom.
Thanks for having me,
How
pal.
did
Thanks
you
for having
find
me.
it, Tom?
No, belting it.
I think it was dead weird the first time I came on.
Yeah.
It just feels weird because you can
Weird
hear
talking-
yourself and that. It's like,
talking to a
it's like weird.
Hey,
Yeah, you get
thanks
used
for
to
having
it.
me, yeah.
No worries. Dan Yavad.
Man, you bad.
Swagger Tom.
Namaste.
Swagger
Adios.
Muji.
Bye.
Debris on Danny.
This was brought to you by Merdley Productions.